This is a present from me to you.
Thank you kindly, Mers. Stepping all over my intro, I had a Terminator 2 quote prepared. I was going to say, it's in our nature to destroy ourselves. And then Johnny was going to say, yeah, major drag, huh? But now it's, thank you for subscribing. Hello, Johnny.
Hello.
Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Welcome to Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. This is the show in which we play Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. A game based on now the second worst Terminator movie by my estimation. Dark Fate's the worst. Dark Fate is the most offensive to me. This is the second most offensive. Genesis is bad.
I was gonna say
Genesis is bad, but it's funny bad at least. I can at least like look at it as like a film person and be like, wow, this was a stupid idea. But T3, when it came out, I was pissed. I was angry pissed. This pisses all over the entire messaging of the first two movies. Actually, you know, that future, you can't change it. Things just kind of happen. No fate but what we make? What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. Anyway, this tie-in video game, I don't think this is going to deal in questions of philosophy or really much thought at all. It's a first-person shooter by way of Black Ops Entertainment. They of Fugitive Hunter, War on Terror, previously played on this show. Published by Atari across the Sony PlayStation 2 and the Microsoft Xbox, released initially in North America on November 11, 2003. For reference, the movie film was released June 30th, 2003, in or roundabout. So you had to wait a few months after the release of the movie, after being disappointed and letting that disappointment sit in, to decide whether or not you wanted to buy the video game adaptation. And generally, I don't believe people did. The word of mouth on this one was pretty bad out the gate. Critics, unkind. We're going to determine whether that was warranted or not, because I've got a little bit of a soft spot in my heart for Fugitive Hunter War on Terror. And this Terminator game, kind of more of the same. It's kind of exactly the same, except with a sci-fi aesthetic to it. Like, it runs on the same framework. It is an FPS fighting game hybrid in the same way that Fugitive Hunter War on Terror is. So Black Ops Playbook in the early 2000s, they had a formula, and they ran it into the ground very quickly, and then didn't quite recover after that. This is, I think they had a couple other games after this, but they were no more than were first-person shooters with fighting game segments in them. I think they learned their lesson after the second go-around here. I've been talking for a minute here. Johnny, what's your familiarity with Terminator as a film franchise?
Oh yeah. I've seen most of them, though I haven't seen Salvation or Genesis. It's a bit of a hot take because I think everything you say about Dark Fate is right. I think it's a better overall movie than Terminator 3. Which one's the worst Terminator movie? I'm not sure. But I feel like Terminator 3, like, yeah, there's some good action set pieces. Arnie got into great shape for the time, and that's about all good I can say about it.
Okay, let me ask you this, and we'll maybe discuss this more, or debate this over the course of the playthrough, which should hopefully be a one-off. We will see. Which is the better Terminator movie, 1 or 2?
Oh. I'll probably say 2.
I'm a 2 fan as well. I just think that the Sarah Connor and John Connor interactions, the dynamic there is c'est magnifique. I'm a sucker for a story about moms and surrogate moms. It's also why I love Aliens. And Linda Hamilton plays it to the nines in 2. Perfect. I adore that movie, and I have heard people make the argument that, like, oh, they put a kid in it and it's supposed to be like a movie for kids. Like, I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily true about Terminator 2. I would not show that to a child, personally speaking, but you do you, folks. But we're stalling here. I don't have a full history section cooked up, but I do want to get into a bit of the background of this game. as we get into the playthrough. Cut to that 4x3 screen. So, first thing we got to note here is that there's licensing arrangements made here, that this Terminator 3 game is not the only Terminator 3 game. In fact, it was one of 4, or was it 3?
4 if you count GBA as a separate version.
Yes, I do. Yeah, so 4. All right, so
Yeah.
Atari, Infogrames specifically, back when Atari Infogrames, different names floating about, got the license to the film before the release of the film. And this one here, this Rise of the Machines, is the first one to release on November 11th, 2003, as noted on the infographic. And this was the one that I think they put the most investment into, that they really tried to market the most, that they had the most faith in putting it out into the market. And funnily enough, was one that reviewed the lowest, that was the most critically reviled. But even post-release, they were still trying to convince people to buy this game, as evident from a December 5th, 2003 article posted on IGN, where they got a press statement from Atari with interview snippets from the stars of the film commenting on the game. And it should be noted that Schwarzenegger does provide his likeness and his voice to this PS2 game. And I imagine the other actors do as well. I guess I'd have to look at the credits of the game, confirm that. But I do want to quote Arnie here, as he is made to talk about this video game, because there is some... There's some quotes here that I'm just not sure. Call me a skeptic, but I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger knows about game dev. We'll see. You be the judge. This article opens by saying that the cast and crew of this summer's surprising cinematic sequel, Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, has gotten together and weighed in with their thoughts about the Black Ops developed video game of the same name, published by Atari here late last month, and running on a modified Fugitive Hunter engine. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I mean, they were developed in conjunction with one another. It's not fair to call it the Fugitive Hunter engine, really. It would just be whatever the name of Black Ops internal engine. Anyway, Rise of the Machines has definitely been met with an abundance of journalist criticism. Apparently, however, that's not enough to deter its stars and behind-the-scenes staff to praise its existence. Here's what they had to say, and we're just going to quote Arnold Schwarzenegger here. Do you have an Arnold in you, by the way, Johnny?
Get down!
All right, so I'll be reading this. T3 is an action-packed movie, battle scenes of epic proportions. That's just him talking about the movie. Getting into the video game, I think that the video game has a lot of the mythology of the Terminator. Now you can not only just watch the movie, but now you can actually participate and play these video games. I've been asked many times to do video games. I always thought that this doesn't look like me. This is not my face. In the old days, in the old system, the old games, they put out maybe 1,500 polygons or something. They always had these square, weird-looking kind of things, and the bodies don't look real either. So I always stayed away from that. I thought it's better to not get involved if it's not my likeness or if it doesn't do the movie justice. Now you have them putting out 5,000 polygons, or sometimes in the cinematic scenes, even 50,000 polygons, and so now the likeness is much more accurate, and when you look at it, it really comes alive, and it is a real joy to see and to play that game. Now the whole thing looks really great. I am 100% behind this game because it is fantastic. It looks great, and everyone will enjoy it. Oh, Arnold. I didn't know he was such a polygon connoisseur. I didn't know he was...
Yeah.
I wonder what GPU
That's
he's running in his rig nowadays.
Yeah. Got a little Vincent Price there halfway through, but you turned it around.
No. Yeah, I'm the
Oh, that's me.
streamer of 1,000 voices. What are you talking about?
Who said you could eat my cookies?
So that's a...
That's how you gotta do it.
I learned from the best. You can read that article if you want to. There's a few other interviews, including fucking what's his name, Nick Stahl, John Connor, saying that all the characters are so realistic. It's like pretty surreal, actually, man. I don't know what his voice is. I don't think Nick Stahl had much of a career in movies or video games, and I don't remember his performance being particularly great in T3. So maybe that's fine. But anyway, video games. let's get to talking about some of the other video games Atari released around this time, including Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines for the Game Boy Advance, released November 18th, 2003, a week after the Big Boy console version. I think we recently sampled this on, what was it, Bad Game Chance Time, one of our segments?
I think a Chance Time, yes.
This was developed by Tanico, who didn't do much in the industry. I think they made a He-Man game for the Game Boy Advance, and then a Atari Classics compilation for the Nintendo DS in 2005, and then they faded into that good night. This is an isometric action game. It's fine. I was annoyed by aspects of it in the signposting, but of the lot here, it's certainly not the worst. If you're going to ask me what the worst Terminator 3 tie-in game is, it's not the one we're playing tonight. I know what the worst Terminator 3 tie-in game is. It is Terminator 3 War of the Machines, a PC exclusive release, November 28th, 2003, developed by Cleveriz Games. This is Battlefield, set in the Skynet human versus robot conflict. It's just Battlefield. They literally just looked at Battlefield 2, and said, let's do that with Terminators, and it is bad. It's not much of a looker, and I think is one of those games that released and was just dead on release, which kind of got in the way of it being a multiplayer-only type of Battlefield-type PC shooter game. But, the best thing you can say about it is that it exists. That you can play as some of the robots, and your screen is constantly in that, computer vision mode, which makes the game barely parsable through all the red filter that you can't disable. So that's certainly a choice they made. I played this in its capacity as a bot game. I just set up some bot matches. This was years ago, and I just remember distinctly being oh, this feels like dirt. This is no fun, and I can't imagine humans improving this experience in any sort of way. So if you're asking me what the worst T3 tie-in game is, this one probably takes a cake. I mean, I say that. I haven't finished this Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines yet. I've played enough of it to be this is probably going to be fine. We should be in for an easy one tonight, hopefully. There's a fourth game. It's called Terminator 3 The Redemption. This one was developed by Paradigm Entertainment, released in 2004. And this is the best of the T3 tie-in games. This is a third-person action game that's relatively kinetic. It looks pretty all right. There's actually a demo for this present on the Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines disc that we're about to pop into the console. So we might sample a little bit of this. But this is the one that was definitely the most critically well received. I think it does some weird stuff, at a certain point it diverges completely from the movie plot and starts doing all sorts of weird time travel shenanigans, which is probably a thing you want to do. If you're making a T3 tie-in game, the best move is probably to deviate as far from the movie as possible, because again, that movie fucking sucks. So, just wanted to lay that bit of groundwork there. Let it be known that Atari really committed to this. They paid a pretty penny for that license and sought to exploit it to the fullest. But this was the major one. This was the flagship product. This was the leading SKU. And we're going to play it. Play through all of it, maybe, in one sitting. If not, it'll be a two-parter. It's not particularly long. Neither was... Fugitive Hunter. So, that makes some amount of sense. Fade that graphic in. Why don't we? We are, and I should have control over this. My save here is just I started the game and I tweaked some of the options. But we will be starting from the beginning. And I'm sure watching scenes from the movie. And getting copyright flagged immediately. So please to consider supporting us. Pledging on Patreon, subscribing on Twitch, becoming a member on YouTube.
Oh, look. Look, it's a liquid metal alloy. I like Atari, because, shows the villains represent themselves there.
And they are. Villains in video game history. We didn't mention that this was tied in a Patreon poll.
Oh, yes.
This tied with Demolition Man on the 3DO, which we went and played first. But there is a through line here because Black Ops Entertainment, logo on screen, the founder, the lead figure, lead director of that company is one John Body, who was also involved at Virgin Interactive at the time they made Demolition Man for the 3DO, filmed some behind-the-scenes video for that, and then, of course, Fugitive Hunter War on Terror, his baby. Let's take a look at some options, just show what we're working with here. Voice volume, maxed out as it should be. Controls, standard FPS fare. We'll have cycling weapons backwards and forwards. And a jump button, an FPS with jump. We can make the T-800 leap into the air. I'm gonna turn that sensitivity down a notch lower, even.
Leave it default for now.
Okay, if you
Like
insist.
whatever pressing square does, leave it at that, yeah.
Then we have some cheats, which I assume have to be... Oh, I see. Oh, you don't press a button to select the... You have to literally scroll through the face buttons. But I can't press... If I press the circle button here, nothing happened. Stupid.
Yeah.
Dumb way to do that. Oh, and then we gotta look at the special features as well. Movies. Just put the entire movie on the disc. We get the DVD trailer at the very least. Some behind the scenes. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let's hear Arnold talk about the game. He's an expert at game development. He understands polygons.
I'll be back.
Sick. I've not watched this. I don't know what's in store for us here, but...
Asked many times to do video games. I always felt like this doesn't look like me. I mean, this is not my...
Oh, this is where the quotes come from.
From that, if it is not my likeness or if it doesn't do the movie justice.
I did have a thought that they would probably make a video game.
Atari just took the quotes from these behind-the-scenes things and put them in a fucking presser.
Corners and recesses of the Terminator mythology that you can explore, and a movie lets you explore a certain number of them, but you only have 2 hours in a movie. In a video game, you have...
You also have 2 hours because we made the game short.
story that you yourself would be interested in.
I will say, having messed with this, they do. Oh, there he is.
Movies might not use a lot of the scenes from the movies. A lot of the
they do expand the story.
continuation of the movie.
So I'm
different. I think it is
interested to see how it ends up at like the same runtime.
It's about the story. It's about the characters, and I think we've given them the kind of ammunition that allows that to happen.
What we all wanted out of it is to try to be as faithful to the story of the film after a certain point. And then,
well, that's a mistake.
You know, the flexibility to go and explore things that are maybe mentioned in the movie.
The wonderful thing is that the gaming industry,
There's Stan the Man Wilson.
especially the science fiction, fantasy, and horror movie industry genre, the audiences are the same. In today's world, the mind of the kid who loves this type of movie loves games.
What happens with a lot
See, told you, a movie for kids. They were right.
of movie, and they release a video game that has the title of the movie and some visual content of it, but basically is just sort of an afterthought. And what's great about what Atari and Black Ops did in the case of Terminator 3...
Oh, I thought he was talking about this game for a second. I was like, what?
Share all of our design.
You're being too honest. You're being too honest.
Use all of our characters, full-size puppets, full-size animatronics, and information from our digital designs with anyone who needs it, be it houses that are going to
double check.
create.
You double check whatever's you're double checking. I'm holding out hope that John shows up in this, that John Body shows up.
The sets, all of the things that help make the movie will help make the video game even better.
We worked really...
He shows up in the behind the scenes for Fugitive Hunter War on Terror. He's a talking head and all that shit.
Full experience of...
Yes, okay, yeah. Stan Winston did work on another video game.
...on the marketplace.
I wonder if you know which game he worked on around this time.
It is time.
He did the creature design for The Suffering.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've definitely heard that before.
Makes the game even more real than a game, you know? It makes it like movie plus.
It's a scene that helps the audience understand how the Terminator came to be.
Hi, I'm Chief Master Sergeant William Candy.
Why is Terminator
Why did they
Glad
put
they put that in
clip
there.
on
I'm glad
clips?
they snuck that clip into here.
with the same accent, the same look?
It clears up the mystery about the mythology of the Terminator, about how this machine became.
Something weird about referring to like the history of the machines as mythology.
Within our power to make war safe, and that is truly priceless.
Like that they're not like, you know, human creations. They're like ancient gods that just appeared out of nowhere.
TX is the latest, most sophisticated cyborg model. Obviously, she's a woman, so she's got some new powers and traits, and definitely plays upon her femininity to achieve her goals.
That's a very diplomatic way of saying, yeah, they tried to make a sexy robot.
Makes her a very fierce competitor and a much more sophisticated Terminator, I would say.
Sid in chat saying, women are always having new powers and traits.
Hell yeah.
She had to be stronger than Arnold, more advanced than Arnold, and fit under the skin of Kristana Loken.
The TX is more powerful, is stronger, is faster, has more capabilities. Oh my God! Frankly, you're kind of outmatched, so it's pretty tricky how you manage to get around the obstacles that she throws at you during the game.
It's beyond me.
Well, you just deplete her health bar, right? I mean, that's what it comes down to, is give her more health than you. Is that what all that talk is going to amount to?
A few tricks up her sleeve.
You have storylines that occur in the future, storylines that occur in the present, storylines in the past. For a movie, it's very hard to bounce around between all those different time frames. But the great thing about a video game is you can explore all those different dimensions. So the thing that had me really excited about the video game is
Why?
a chance for us to explore all these different timelines in a parallel.
Oh, they're trying so hard.
And I think
Bless
it's
them.
incredibly exciting, simply from a storytelling point of view. Of course,
They really thought they were cooking here. Like,
it's a wonderful companion with the movie itself.
like, yeah, it's all marketing mumbo jumbo. Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
just.
There he is.
In addition to adding some
Well, it's not John Bott.
that
Yes.
normally off.
His last name wasn't Bott. It was JC someone.
You'll be able to
There he is!
Oh, there he is.
feel of what
That
it's
was
like
Bonnie, sorry.
in that future
Slightly different.
post-Holocaust.
I think he also, that guy's name was John as well.
In the skies and in the communication systems, things like that.
This is the first time on the video game.
We stand John Body here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame. We stand Rogue Quant in his whatever NFT grift he's up to right now. Yo, John, shouts. Get on the channel. Let me interview you. I have so many questions.
Weapons to complete various objectives, but then in specific encounters, you actually jump into the role where the camera switches from a first-person view and swings out to a third-person perspective, and you're actually fighting the TX. And
Oh, something I totally forgot to mention. Shiny Entertainment made these fighting game sections in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Shiny Entertainment, the MDK developers.
pick up a rocket launcher. You
Yeah.
pick
Hot
up
off working on Enter the Matrix when skills to use.
all the forces.
I can't believe I forgot to mention that. I should have put them on the title card too, as like a subcredit.
With the hand-to-hand combat, we basically have
I like how verbose the description for. Oh yeah, it has two modes.
and the TX.
Like they talk. Oh, the camera pans out and it goes.
Guys,
Like yeah, it's a different mode. Just
put these guys on wires, and we're able to simulate what it would be like to be a Terminator and take another big infiltrator Terminator and pick him up in the air and then throw him into a wall with all that weight.
I would be curious to know who the stunt people are on this.
And the TX is a Terminator. They do not know Kung Fu. They fight like a machine would fight. Rigid, bashing maneuvers, shoves, grabs, throws, etc.
If you play the game, it makes you more interested in seeing the movie, and if you see the movie, it makes the game a much richer experience to play.
I think that the video game
Consume product, consume product, consume product.
of the Terminator.
I do find the idea funny that like, oh yeah, Terminators can't learn kung fu.
Watching the movie and operating.
They're learning computers. They could if they wanted to.
Yeah.
So realistic and so enticing. It's like watching the movie that you can control.
I'm a gamer. I love playing games, and I'm always looking for the new one. I can't wait to play get as much play time as I can on T3 the game.
I love the way in my image looks, the way the Terminator looks, and also it does justice to the movie.
All these graphics are like just so realistic.
He's all about the graphics.
The best way to describe it would be like two bulldozers just going at it, just sheer force.
Just fucking.
strength.
Two bulldozers fucking and bucking and...
That is kind of what the fight scenes are in Terminator 3.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is still going? Oh, they just stitched a trailer at the end of this fucking thing. As if we don't already have the game. Yeah, we really need the extra 2 minutes at the end here to flesh this fucking featurette out. To really upsell us on the game.
Also, I'm pretty sure all this footage was already shown.
There was only so many levels in the game.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Behind the scenes 2, 1. We'll skip these for now, even though I see my man John Body right there, stage left. We'll have to come back to those. You can unlock some movie scenes. End of Crane Chase. I Killed You. Enter the Mausoleum. Terminator vs. SWAT. TX Chase. Rise of the Machines. Is that just a long play of this game? Is that just a Terminator vs. TX? Off with his head. I Am a Machine. Return of the Terminator. That's the 7th movie in development right now. End of Crane Chase. Exclusive movie scenes. Oh yeah, that's right. This wasn't in the fucking movie. This was a deleted scene at a point in time. Bonus footage. More behind the scenes. Oh wait, no, that was the first thing we looked at. We skipped in-game CG scenes. So we can count how many cutscenes are in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 CG animated cutscenes where we get to see all 50,000 polygons at play. I'm going to skip the T3 DVD trailer because I'm assuming that's just copyright minefield. Stills, we know what those are. Atari games. Centipede and Missile Command.
Oh, yes. I completely forgot about this.
Unlockable games within the game. So, you know, if you hate the core game, but you love classic Atari, then you can't rate this lower than like a 4 out of 5 because you got Centipede and Missile Command on hand. T3 Redemption. This is the demo aforementioned. Maybe we'll save that for later. It is very funny that it's called Redemption, though, and that this game was critically reviled. So immediately the narrative became like, yeah, this game really is the redemption. After all these shitty games that came out, they finally made a good one of these. The jokes wrote themselves for critics.
You knew you were going to do something important with your life. Something amazing. Then
This audio might also be a minefield, depending on where it's sourced from.
All my life I was trained and prepared for an inevitable war. A war between men and machines. But Judgment Day never came. I guess Doomsday got canned. What a waste.
Yeah, no, John Connor is really unlikable in Terminator 3. He's
What
like
a
more
waste.
annoying.
It
He's more
sucks that
annoying
the
than
world
Kid
didn't
version.
end. It sucks that the war didn't happen, that my life wasn't as cool as it could have been.
And that's a little different than how the movie starts. In the movie, he's like an alcoholic because he's like so depressed about things.
Now,
Let's go. Let's go.
You know what ending I liked for Terminator 2? The one where he's fighting the war on the floor of the Senate, or whatever the fuck. How many polygons do you think each of these character models is pushing? At least 50,000, according to Arnold. So.
Oh, feet shot.
You're giving it away.
can't hold them back! They're overrunning our position! Oh, man. I never thought they'd cap Miller.
Nobody's immune, Trooper. Well, almost nobody. How do you feel?
I am not programmed to feel. I'm a Terminator.
Let's hope this time it works. I'm downloading the mission log files from our first failed attempt to infiltrate the time chamber. What was your original mission?
To terminate John Connor. Get down.
I don't know why they shot him there.
For dramatic tension.
Yeah.
Because he had gone 15 seconds without the sound of a gunshot.
Does Skynet know that you've been reprogrammed?
Affirmative. Come with me if you want to live.
Hey, they shoehorned the line in.
Oh, he said the famous line. How does this camera work?
Dramatic.
There's more of them right behind me.
I don't think there's even close to this amount of slow-mo in the actual movie.
Where'd he go? So explain why this one T-800 is able to beat all these other T-800s. Explain like how him being reprogrammed to be like sympathetic towards the human cause makes him like a more effective killer of robots. Oh, no explanation? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Well, I could make one up.
All TechCom units, I'm redeploying to run.
Like, maybe the most of the Terminators you see in these battles are like mass-produced ones, and he's a special, you know, the time-traveling ones that are meant to be better. Hence why he has the skin still.
Oh, they did say he's a T-850, so not technically a T-800. That 50 in the model number really makes a difference. Okay, we're in game.
Yeah.
Fugitive Hunter, War on Terror. But with bunny hops. Fugitive Hunter also had bunny hops. I'm looking around. I wonder if all the bonus features, if there's things you need to collect in the levels to unlock those.
Oh.
I'm hoping not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've messed with this briefly, and I do not remember that's the case.
Oh, I see an item there. Destructible environments. Red faction, eat your heart out.
Excellent.
I agree, Arnold.
Why would the Terminator say that?
Because he collected some ammo and he feels pretty good about it.
But he's not programmed to feel. He just said.
And I wonder if they did the emotion chip or whatever. They flipped the switch on that, the read-only, turn that off. They don't establish that in this movie. They don't bother to explain that. Because this movie's bad and doesn't give a fuck about the previous movies. Did not understand the messages of the previous movies. Ashens points out that the extra 50 means it charges via USB-C port rather than the micro USB. Yeah, it is a big upgrade, and that makes all the difference in the combat.
I gotta buy all new cables now as well. Shit.
Hey, check it out. We have this alternative view mode. And remember, the War of the Machine game on PC, you could not turn this view off. This was mandatory if you were playing on the side of Skynet.
Yeah, that's rough. Even Predator has a non-Predator vision.
Well, yeah, you gotta have it. And that's a lesson that, you know, to Black Ops' credit, they knew. They got that figured out. If the Fugitive Hunter War on Terror developers could figure that out, then you too, you two at home could figure it out.
Yeah, I will say one thing I do remember about this is the aiming does not feel great in this game.
Yeah, I think it is it's too sensitive. The analog stick is just too sensitive by default, but luckily they have the fucking slider.
Well, yeah, you know what, then you should turn the slider down then.
Well, yeah, like as it stands, like I'm trying to shoot the bulb, but I am like overshooting it.
Yeah, well, go on. If you pause now, you can change it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on the game settings, confusingly.
Yep. Let's try this, and hopefully this gives us what we need.
Yeah, this will be a lot better.
Oh no!
I think it's still too sensitive, honestly. I think it can go lower than that.
How low does it go? It can go to 0? Does this make it not move at all? Is this... Why is that an option?
That's why I wanted you to put it to default, because you put it on any other setting and it's like broken.
4 is... I'm gonna stick with 4, even though this is too slow. Yeah. This is, in fact, too slow. But, between too slow and too fast, I'll take the too slow. Oh, you're not a robot.
I don't know, looking at him, I'm not sure, honestly.
Well, he's only got 5,000 polygons in game,
yeah.
so...
He did have glowing eyes, so...
Yeah, they do have glowing eyes. Kill them all! Hold on, one bloodshot eye and one not.
Yeah. Maybe they're like the augmented people from Dark Fate. I was gonna call it Dark Tomorrow. That's a different movie, I think.
Now, granted, they use red markers to indicate baddies and blue to indicate goodies, so it doesn't really matter. And also, there's no friendly fire, so it really doesn't matter if I accidentally shoot a couple of humans, but...
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the nice things about playing as a robot with all this heads-up display, is you have an excuse to mark everything.
Great cutscene. You know what? I take it back. I can't. It's too slow.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh my god! And now it's so fucking fast. You know you know what we gotta do.
Alright.
Ugh! I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna flick the stick right. Talk about overshooting. Ay.
It's because he's so powerful that even a slight turn turns him like 45 degrees.
You know, the Novant Falcon existed to solve problems like this, and we didn't pay attention. We didn't heed it.
Yeah, no. When I tried this for the first time and changed the sensitivity setting by 1, and it went like that, I lost it. I had the same reaction you did.
You know, I don't think I need to kill all these things. I think that's me being stupid. I'm gonna...
I remember having this problem on this bit as well, where it wasn't clear.
The server room is just ahead. Destroy anything Skynet can do.
Luckily, we do have alt fire. There is secondary fire on these weapons, which I think is another Fugitive Hunter War on Terror feature.
I mean, I'm a sucker for that in first-person shooters.
Yeah, Perfect Dark was the first game I recall having like secondaries for every weapon, and me being like, well, why doesn't every fucking video game have this?
Ah, God, Perfect Dark's so good. They should make a new one of those.
Hey, you've heard about gaming news? Have you heard about video games? All right.
Yeah. And the thing is, look at your grenade count.
Yeah, they gave me tons.
You have more grenades and ammo. This is another thing I remember about this. Is just they give you so many. I mean, I love it. That's great. And you do have some other guns as well. So if you just want to mess around and see.
Oh yeah, I finally have the Skynet SMG.
Yeah.
Let's see it in action. Assuming I don't die.
See if you can use it.
It's funny that like future robots are still like, yeah, we'll make a submachine gun.
You know, we gotta have that mobility. No secondary fire on this, actually. Oh, I know this screen. I know where we are right now. I made a GIF of this ages ago. Don't worry.
Nope, that's enough one. Oh, the Skynet AI, so advanced.
I can see why they won the war. Yeah, with tactics like this, humanity doesn't stand a fucking chance, boy howdy.
See, my lore theory was right. That these are like fodder, cheap manufactured enemies.
Rock and roll.
Oh, you know,
rock and roll, motherfuckers, rock and roll.
I think we were supposed to use this turret. Whoops.
Oh, yep. Hey, whatever works.
Oh, we just have to walk up to it.
Move in!
Again, I shouts out to the family of whoever just died there. You know, I'm feeling all these human casualties.
Yeah. Oh, they still have a pool table down here, though.
Well, you gotta amuse yourself somehow, even in the post-apocalypse, even in the middle of wartime. You gotta have distractions. Pleasant distractions. Can I do anything with this? All right, here we.
Yeah, I think your objective is to destroy.
Kill them all!
Yeah, do we have mission objectives? Evacuate the base, locate, switch, destroy TechCom computers.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah!
One clean.
Incoming! Fire at will!
You know, good luck scavenging that shit. Good luck recovering those hard drives, motherfuckers. Wait, hold on. Give me a second to reload, sir. Alright, thank you. Oh, there's a lock-on button here.
Oh, yeah.
L1.
No, I want to say for the flying enemies, it's not actually that useful, but we'll see.
I was looking for a melee button.
You did melee earlier. I don't know how you did it.
Maybe it's just
only...
proximity.
Or it's the alt fire with weapons with no alt fire, maybe?
Or I can check the controls. Yeah, it must be secondary on something like the SMG. Must be just,
Mission accomplished.
Excellent.
Oh, that's where he learned excellent from. Nice.
And here's where you unlock things. I unlocked new stills. Sergeant Candy.
Yeah.
They got Candy Cop in this game?
Annoyingly, I do know trivia behind that weird scene. So the weird accent he's got is apparently an in-joke because in like Austria and Germany, Arnie's accent, like his real accent, apparently sounds like their equivalent of like a redneck southern accent. So in the German releases, he's actually dubbed to make him sound like more sinister to that audience. So that's like a reference to how the German like audience perceives his voice.
Duly noted. See, I know I brought you on. I know I brought you on for a reason.
Who that seems for, though? Because I didn't know that until I watched like a video that went way too in depth on the movie.
What's with these Claymore mines?
Yeah,
I'm not triggering them. I thought I could blow up that box, maybe. I mean, there's been other destructible stuff in the environment. It's a reasonable assumption to make.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's, you know, as janky as it looks, I appreciate they're at least going for destructible stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they're not fully committing to it.
Yeah.
All clear. You got 15 seconds to get out. Take the sewer over to the vehicle repair station.
Sewer, they say. Real video game, Johnny.
Yeah.
Don't worry, all those guys are gonna make it.
Area clear.
Oh, but I have to leave within 15 seconds. They even have a little timer underneath the,
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the right way.
Yeah. You do have the little radar.
Oh. Wow, what a fucking cop-out. That's
It's like it's a self-defense mechanism. They know that the AI can't handle the explosion emotionally, so they preemptively shut down.
That's very considerate of Skynet.
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes, 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 I know. I heard you the first time.
Why they get ready to blow the place.
Understood.
It's gonna run right up to the turret this time. Remember when every game had turret sections in it, when every shooter?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's like that, and like when every game was a World War II shooter, that people forget how bad video games were for the longest time. How just absolutely formulaic and cookie cutter. Not like now, where every game is unique and different, like a snowflake. But
All clear. You got
the old tropes, same as the new tropes, folks. It's all cyclical. That's the truth that the Bad Game Hall of Fame will teach you.
Good work. Thanks.
I don't think so.
It's still nice to say thank you. Now listen. One of our officers is carrying a very important data disk. Get through the blast doors in the machine shop on the other side of these sewers, and I'll steer you from there.
This is gonna be a lightning cannon. Also, what a stupid conversation.
Yeah.
Thanks. I don't think so. Why don't you just... What the Terminator would actually say is, I do not need thanks, it is simply my program, or something like that. That's a wrong response. That's a nonsensical response. Someone said they didn't put their best foot forward when they wrote this game or something.
That or just they did not have an actual line recorded that fit there, and that's the best they had.
Oh, that's loud. You're welcome, folks at home. I think I have that balance as well as it can be. I'm sure it's clipping as I fire this, but Carmen says it's not bad on the audience end, so I'll take it. Is this just wave survival? Is this just like kill every enemy? I'm sure it is.
Yeah, there is a marker. Again, we luckily got past it in that I don't know what it was, like a factory area. But there are some areas where enemies do just seem to constantly appear, and it's because they just want you to move forward.
Oh, I need to pull the...
Yeah, there's a button you have to press, yeah.
Or maybe I'm just
It's
out
like
of
shoot.
ammo. Why is it... I'm pressing buttons.
I think you have to press shoot, or there's some button you have to press. I do remember this.
I'm pressing buttons. Why is it not switching?
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember how this worked.
Get the plasma grenades out. I don't give a shit. Give me something, anything. What the fuck?
Oh, hey, we got a proper game over animation there.
Tell me we have to continue game. Oh, we get 3 continues. Oh my god, what is happening? Fuck it.
Yeah. What? Oh, okay, that punch makes sense. I don't know what that other punch he was doing was. Yeah, that one.
Well, you know, the Terminators don't know Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me switch to the plasma grenade, but I got no plasma grenades.
Okay, this is coming back to me. There is a confirm button. I don't know what button it is.
Not circle, it's not square. L1, L2 are select. D-pad is zoom in and out. Left and right on D-pad are also. But what it is, it's supposed to be circle and triangle to cycle through. And then when you let go of it, it's supposed to just...
When you die next... Oh. Yeah. Yeah, let me have a quick go.
You wanna give this a shot?
See if my muscle memory kicks in, yeah.
Alright. The floor is yours, my friend. Okay, try switching to unarmed and see what button you need to press to fucking lock it in.
Okay. And yeah, unless something's broken here.
And by the way, we had weapons previously we were switching between, and we did not have to press a confirm key. What is...
Yeah. I'm... Because look, see when we swap to grenade, it doesn't actually pull it out, but it auto closes the menu. I'm worried something's broken, yeah.
I'm going to restart level. I'm going to give this another go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sure, unfortunately. Wait, is it going to start from the beginning of the level? No, okay, thank God. Because I see that load screen, and that tells me that's going to be the walking up the stairs. Toseku says, maybe you aren't allowed to use weapons for that segment. Well, I would have liked to have been fucking told if that's the case.
I want to say that isn't the case, though.
Hey, I could use weapons here, though. So we got that going for us. You know what? I'm not going to use the turret. Somehow I have a bad feeling about the turret specifically. That because like a cutscene triggered while we were on the turret, then we hopped off of the turret. This is pure speculation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's worth a test, yeah.
If this works, I'm gonna be flabbergasted. You might even hear a classic Cass rant on the show if that's the fucking case.
Yeah. I mean, if this game turns out to be buggy, I wouldn't be surprised because this was the era where Atari would send games off to cert, knowing that they needed more work, and just would be hoping maybe the Sony will just allow this on, and then they would.
Area clear.
All right, gotta find that exit again.
Yeah, because yeah, both Enter the Matrix and Drive Free are, whereas it's a weird thing to say, unfinished, because like work did stop on them. But unfinished in the sense of the developers saying, yeah, this needs more time.
It's still nice to say
This needs another like QA pass kind of thing.
One of our officers is carrying a very important...
It's weird because I thought you were carrying a gun during this part.
Through the blast doors in the machine.
Okay. Wish me luck.
Yeah. Hey, we got back here quick at least. Yeah,
you're
Hannah,
right.
You did...
The auto aim on these things sucks.
Yeah. Also, you did. See, now I'm confused because I remembered you actually did do this part. You started it with a weapon.
Yeah,
and
you know what I'm not going to
swap...
switch weapons.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. As long as I have this one and it's working, we'll make do. Country robots make do. Pull that lever and I'm assuming that's going to close the ceiling.
Yeah, I've noticed a couple of times your targeting thing has shown you something not in the room.
Mission parameters.
Fight your way through and get him out of there.
I like you got the voices turned up and it's still like really hard to hear the dialogue.
Bad mixing.
You think Terminator would have good enough hardware to have auto caption options? It's the future.
Yeah, but they're AI generated captions though, and they were embarrassed to see them. They're like, "Oh, that's not accurate at all." Oh, when I'm reloading that secondary, I can't shoot my primary, which makes a measure of sense. But it's still fucking annoying. Because it does choose to auto-reload.
Yeah. I mean, it's not done very often, but it's why I actually like games that have auto reload disabled. Because Killzone 1 has almost all the weapons have alt fires, and with the auto reload disabled, it lets you like empty your sub weapon without reloading. Oh, hello.
Danger close.
Yeah, very generous lock-on, I'll say.
Yeah, maybe that's why the sensitivity is so low, because they expect you to just be pressing that L1 button to target every enemy, then maybe you do like fine-tune aiming with the analog stick.
Yeah, which is weird for like 2003, a time where like first-person shooter controls of consoles were maybe
more or
not
less
figured out, but they were,
standardized.
yeah, there were decent examples at this point.
Like, I'd say having primary in R1, secondary in R2 is functional. I mean, it works. Wasting triangle and circle on weapon cycle when it's also on the D-pad as well, that's a bit of a...
Yeah, that's a weird choice.
But, like, to be clear here, to give some takes on how this is playing, it's playing fine. I mean, so did Fugitive Hunter War on Terror. It was fun, arcadey, fun time shooting. The shooting was not the problem with that game, and it is not the problem with this game either.
Yeah.
We already have a variety of weapons. The secondary fires are fun and exciting in some way, I guess. The locales, even though we are in a sewer right now, you know, they're laid out well enough for gunfights. They were thinking about, you know, like designing areas with combat encounters in mind first.
So I will say that about Fugitive Hunter is I feel like the level design was not that great in that game. Oh, look at them showing off, having characters pass objects to each other.
And then pass on.
Yeah.
That's what was on the disc. Yeah. The disc contained new stills.
Ooh.
No wonder that was mission critical.
Yeah. The GIF for the time, that actually is really hard to do.
Yes, one of the hardest things, according to animators, to animate is a model passing an object to another model.
Yeah.
Yep, he's still dead.
Oh.
All the demo teams checked in. We're set to blow the base. We've got 3 minutes to
Oh, we're in a subway now.
Subway's connected to the sewer. The sewer's connected to the...
Yeah, actually, how did we get here? We apparently came out of a train cart, so...
Hit him hard!
Oh, you can't jump up high enough. There is some amount of, like... Hey, we're gonna cheat you over the edge here, over the ledge. Oh! Oh no! They destroyed it just like... I'm drinking Monster Energy right now! How do they know?
Oh, Kojima approved.
Also, we have a 2-minute timer, or 2.5-minute timer, so is this just holding out? Or do we have to...
I'm gonna say... Yeah, depending on what that yellow dot on the radar means, because that always... excuse me, that always seems to be a pointer.
Okay, I shut down the power grid. What does that do for me?
Yeah.
No sprint button in this game, by the way. This is as fast as we move, which is fine for the Terminator.
That would have been very rare at the time for a first-person shooter to have a shoot button. But yeah, for the Terminator, I wouldn't. I'm trying to think actually if Arnie model Terminator ever runs in the movies, and I don't think he ever does.
Well, I can tell you that he runs in Terminator 3: The Redemption. They just have him like in sprint.
Yeah, he did that. Which that box there makes the Terminator look really short there because it seems really high up on the wall for him.
Yeah, I tried going this way.
Yeah.
And there's nothing for me to do here. I turned off the power, which I assumed meant that like this would stop being electrocuting. Maybe we are just waiting. Mission objectives. escape subway system within 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
What are we missing?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
It's funny what I remember and don't remember from the brief bit I played of this, because I did not remember that at all.
Okay. Can we blow this up in time? Yes. Yes, we can. Debris still falling. No sound effect. How many humans do you think have died in the course of this fight?
I mean, that's always the funny thing about the far future stuff they always show off, is that the humans seem so outmatched, but are somehow still trucking along, still have tons of people, have the capabilities to hack Terminators and send them into the past.
The lock-on lets you circle strafe, by the way, so actually, this game is good.
Yeah.
Hit him hard! Enemy sighted!
Yeah, it's interesting with that lock-on. It's designed closer to like a 5th generation game in some ways.
Like machine gun.
Here's maybe a dumb question. So why does Skynet make humanoid robots?
Because some of them are infiltrator units.
Ones? Yeah, sure, but why do they have just like, hey, we're gonna shoot your ones, be humanoids?
Because they realize that the human form is very effective for, like, being a bipedal. I mean, like, why do they make Metal Gear have legs when...
Oh, legs! Yes. I forget that guy's name, but he was right in Metal Gear Solid 3.
Wow, they've really made the gunships into a viable threat here when they take 2 turret shots to destroy. Why couldn't one of the humans just man the turret there? Why are the humans just constantly on the turrets?
Yay!
These don't fuck with the momentum at all.
Yeah.
You know what's fascinating is that this game is going to go into the past, right? It's going to go back to the 2000s,
yeah,
where most of the movie takes place. So all these weapons that we're using now.
Building beyond the garage.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's spoilers to say, but I believe they kind of hop back and forth, based on the tiny bit I played.
Lock and load.
Which was probably them realizing that, yeah, we need to add to this to make this viable. I mean, that's kind of the fatal flaw of trying to make a Terminator video game. It's
based
actually
on the
having
movies, at least. Yeah.
If you want any substantial combat, you have to do most of it in this far future stuff, and I don't know how interesting that really is to just be like, yeah, post-apocalyptic stuff. It's all grey and shit.
Hey, Teon did fine when they made that recent Terminator game before they made the RoboCop game, and you know there was also the Bethesda published like Skynet games that were 2.5D and were okay. They were fine.
Okay.
I think the most interesting Terminator game, this doesn't say it's the best Terminator game, in fact it's definitely not the best, but it's the most ambitious, was Bethesda's first Terminator game they made in 1990 for DOS, where you play as either the Terminator or Kyle Reese escorting Sarah Connor, and you can like shoplift from stores. It's a full attempt at a one-to-one recreation of Los Angeles with like 1990s polygons. It's highly ambitious. Plays like dog shit. You can hotwire cars, you can do all sorts of shit, and ultimately the goal is you're playing as Kyle Reese, destroy the Terminator. If you're playing as the Terminator, go kill Sarah Connor. Again, deeply fascinating, fucking boring to play, but I still gotta respect the ambition there. And then no other Terminator game was ever quite as ambitious as that, to say the least.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to blow up some more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was better indication of what in the environment is destructible.
Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe next time check this vision. I wonder if that's how you're supposed to use it.
Maybe. Wait, how do I only have one continue left? I thought that was gonna be like per level. I guess we're technically still in the same level. We're just going through different segments of the level. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No heads-up display anymore. That's,
Oh, dear. Can someone reboot Terminator?
Well, you know, we're playing with a no heads-up display patch, and, yeah, that's because I died with the vision mode on. Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, now I might load this up in my own time again and see how many of these bugs I can reproduce.
Replicate, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least this screen, if you look at the bottom left,
okay, yeah,
does tell you your health and...
Yeah, and I'm noticing the targeting thing here is showing, like, destructible stuff in the
Oh my
environment.
god, it's the compass system from every video game in the modern era, where it's the thing at the top of the screen, and you can see the objective marker on it. Extra continue found. They hide
nice.
continues in the environment.
Yeah, see, I think like a lot of the grey stuff where it's just highlighting a wall. It's like, yeah, you can break that. Yeah, that's a turret.
There's another turret gun in the courtyard.
Understood.
Grab some of this.
Yeah.
What's my power at? 55, 54?
Yeah, 53. I mean, I'll give them credit for, like, the amount of work they've done on this mode.
Yeah, for what it's worth,
they this in and, yeah.
They're trying. This is not a lack of trying on display. In fact, what is on display is a lot of trying.
Oh, Doseku in chat asking, is this Virtual Boy mode? Oh, yeah. Oh, imagine if they had made a Terminator game for the Virtual Boy.
Oh, it would have been sick. It would have flown so naturally.
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like a lot of games where they've had to do these kind of robot UIs, they'll fake the text. You know, they'll make in some sort of like gibberish font so they don't have to actually write stuff out.
Oh, there we go. See, there was a thing in the sky I had to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who's next? I still got ammo left. I might not be able to see how much. Well, they are actually showing in the top left corner every couple seconds, but...
Yeah, ally, that's ally there, says, yeah.
No, I wanted to check to see if they would throw me a fucking bone here, but...
Yeah, now this I do recall being a little confused there, and I couldn't remember.
Well, I'll troubleshoot. I'll figure this. Ah, there we go. They spawn more enemies in. Thank God.
So I think at some point I remember just. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, there's that hole in the wall you're not allowed in. It's Terminator proof. Wait, hang on. Go back near that hole in the wall, by the way.
Okay.
And then look down at this ground texture. It's hard to see. Is it supposed to be skulls?
I think you're right. I think that's supposed to be... Hey, let's zoom in on it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh, it is, yeah. Beautiful.
All right, so the objective marker seems to be pointing this away.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
maybe go back inside.
I did find there was a button that brings up your objective, but unfortunately it would not work anymore.
Oh, there we go. We fixed it. I just pressed start. Yeah, okay.
It might be click one of the sticks. Yep.
Find Captain Friedman. Oh.
Yep.
Now I just feel silly. I feel like a right goofball.
Tank's on the way. That turret gun outside's our only chance.
Hey, you rescued him.
So, clearly, I already killed all the enemies, used the turret gun. I sequence broke.
Maybe?
Yes!
Oh, yeah. I was trying to figure out if there was just some technical thing of like, oh, we have to end the level here to make the next part work. But no.
Oh no! Captain Friedman.
You must be terminated.
Oh, here we go.
50,000 polygons. And here we go. Oh, there's a little tutorializing. Shiny entertainment, folks.
Yeah. Maybe not their best work.
What are you talking about?
Hopefully all those fight nights have prepared you for this.
Yeah, I learned that throws are effective.
Yep. Oh! Did a sick counter, though.
Okay, so you can put English on stuff by holding different directions, apparently. And we are getting battle damaged here.
Yeah, I remember that being a selling point. I did try and find the issue for this, but I did mention earlier, before you side stream, that my main memory of this game is that the official UK PlayStation 2 magazine I used to get had a very comprehensive like feature preview on this game. Like multi-page, like big, like, oh, this is, we're putting a lot of effort to show this. Oh, I like his little hobble.
I think I'm dead. Luckily, we picked up that extra continue. Otherwise, I'd be furious right now. Don't want to whiff the throw. I kicked too hard. Oh, there is a sprint. Did you see that? If you double tap direction, you run towards them.
Yeah, I mean,
Real fighting game confirmed.
Yeah.
You can also use the D-pad to play this section.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I'm stuck in a throw loop. Run away! You can't do a running kick.
Because it's like, it's when they have, you know, the animations that are clearly two people in mocap, but then it swaps to the, oh, these are just like animations and the models are trying to animate together. Like, it's, you can tell the difference.
Okay, I think I have my strategy in place.
Just as good as Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah!
Flawless victory.
What happened to his titanium alloy skeleton?
A look behind the skin. Well, that certainly was a fighting section. The first of several in this.
Yeah.
Look forward to them. Find the sewer that leads to Hollywood. Hollywood is a sewer, baby.
Destroy all the fuck units.
Come on, let's kick some ass! Kill them all!
No lock-on while you're on the turret.
All units, converge
Oh,
on
all the fucks.
perimeter. Terminator, you there?
Affirmative.
You're in the old downtown.
Something about, hey Terminator, you there? Terminator, you up? Affirmative, I am up.
Ooh, that looks
Now,
fun. Can't wait to
If
not
only
use
we
that.
did have Arnold on commentary, so he could do commentary as good as his stellar commentary he did for Total Recall.
Oh, yes. I like this part of the game because I shoot the thing and it blows up.
Oh, this is my favorite part.
Get on!
You know,
You said that 10
sometimes-
times, Arnie. What do you mean?
You know, sometimes it is fun. I like that. I legitimately like that commentary track. It's not insightful at all, but you
No,
know, you
yeah.
can tell that Arnold loves the movie he was in, and that's exciting.
Yeah. I've not heard it, but I've heard there's some... I don't know if he did full commentary for Terminator 3. But apparently I've heard he's done commentary. And, like, I don't know if we'll see it in this game, but when the new Terminator
On the other side.
does the special ability where she makes her breasts get bigger, apparently that's one of Arnie's favorite scenes.
You and me both, brother. James Cameron does a commentary on Terminator 2. I have the Blu-ray for Terminator 2, and there's a point in it where he starts taking pot shots at 3 because they recorded it like years later, and he's like, "How's that's a better fucking line than whatever they said in Terminator 3, right?" Like just doing like lines like that, and I'm like, "Yeah, Cameron, you show him." Oh, fuck off. There we go.
Yay!
We're pinned down by the T-900s. Trying to clear the area so they can land that transport.
Target.
Okay. So I guess the human resistance called TechCom in this for some reason? I wonder why.
I think they are called that in the canon of the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, they still utilize technology. I mean, I think con might be like confrontation, like it's something like that, right? Like, you know,
It's com. It's with an M.
Oh,
so.
com. Tech combat. Tech war.
Yeah.
William Shatner's Tech War.
Oh, if only.
We'll play that on the show one of these days. Boy,
Oh,
howdy,
hell yeah,
I'm
yeah.
That game is fine outside of the cyberspace sections. By fine, I mean not very good, but you know, kind of ambitious at the very least. This is not particularly ambitious, what we're playing right now, but you know, it also doesn't have to be. It's a more or less functional shooter, and that's really all it needed to be.
Outstanding.
Critics really honed in on the graphics of this. I don't know, 2003 PS2. I mean, it's not the prettiest looking game in the world. It's not the ugliest, I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Again, it's, you know, this setting is always going to look kind of ugly.
We've got company.
It's hard to make a setting like this look like really pretty in a graphics engine.
I will say the explosions leave something to be desired when you're
Yeah.
blowing stuff up. The physics, the faux physics they're doing are... Okay, where to game? I think this is the most frustrating part, is just how... Find the sewer that leads to Hollywood. Okay. Having to go back and do that constantly. Also, map screen.
Oh. I completely forgot there was a map screen in this. There you go.
I wonder what that orange circle is. Oh, I see.
Oh. Yeah, that's the objectives.
Find the
There you
sewer that
go.
leads to Hollywood. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, if you go forward and right, you turn right here.
Take me to your leader.
Yeah, it looked like the path forward was like maybe a bit more to the right.
Hold on, I want to see if this blows up. No. This way? Well, there's enemies here, so that's a yes.
Am I... Okay. It's hard to hear right now, but has the music mostly right-panned right now?
Hard to say. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. yeah, we'll wait a bit.
You may just be deaf in one ear now from that lightning gun we had to use. Hey, I took out a fucking carrier with an SMG. Again, remind me why the humans need us.
Yeah. Oh, keep an eye on your health here.
I know, I'm trying to find health.
Yeah, it's the green thing, yeah. Yeah! Evasive maneuvers, Terminator.
B-hops!
Oh, I did see another one. Might as well save that for the end of the fight. Okay, I'll give him credit for trying to pick some, like, real-world... Yeah! The music's, like, right hard panned right now.
You're right, you are correct. I can hear it now.
Yep. Anyone not on headphones might not be able to tell, but yeah.
Now, is this the way we just came from? No, because there's help here.
Yeah. Because, yeah, by at least trying to go for these, like, approximate real-world locations that have some, iconography in the environment, that's a good way to splice this stuff up, so you can see the remnants of, like, oh, I can tell partially what this place could have looked like before. Because that's a big issue with design in like, post-apocalyptic destroyed stuff. You can go too destroyed, and then nothing looks like anything anymore.
I'm playing conservatively.
Yep.
Alright, take two.
Yeah, luckily Terminators are very slow. Especially these ones. Like, okay. I know the actual reason is, it's the design, it's the visual of it. And also, like, the technical stuff, because, the Terminators in the first movie and the second one, you see them in the, the little flash-forward bits are puppets and all that, and that's why they're humanoid but can't move too quick. It's just funny in retrospect to to think about. Like, oh, the future's so bad, and then this is actually how effective these enemies are.
Hotel Bologna.
Okay.
Or Balboa.
I was trying to think why I didn't remember some of this stuff, and I realized I think at this point I had put in a level skip code.
Is this still technically one level we're stuck in?
Yeah, I don't know. Don't remember this cutscene?
Oh, this was the first cutscene. It was the opening cutscene. They're using stills from earlier in the game now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, not the Hollywood sign. Icon of LA.
Oh, you did it, you damn dirty robots.
And we're back in.
Our troops are converging on the Skynet facility that used to be the CRS Labs. They've got...
Sorry, I can't hear you. You have to speak up, lady. It's... They keep putting this weapon in my hands. They're just like, this is the gun you should be using. And I'm like, okay, who am I to argue?
You have 176 rockets.
Where's Arnold keeping them?
That's why he's hollow.
Exceptional.
Exceptional. Astonishing.
Remarkable.
Grab some fuel cell bombs from there and blow that rubble away.
Alright, well, at some point you need to blow some rubble away.
This way, maybe?
Oh.
God, the FOV here is not good.
Yeah.
I will say that was an issue with many a console FPS.
Yeah. In some areas it's fine, but yeah, certain areas it comes apparent.
Give me all the ammo for the gun that takes fucking 10 seconds to fire a single shot. Awesome. But I'm gonna use it though, because I gotta use these rockets up. I gotta conserve some other ammo.
I do like he's holding this one-handed though. Even Master Chief couldn't do that. I always mention that because the thing I always remember about Halo once they introduced dual wielding is everyone's like, oh, they should let you dual wield rockets.
To what end? To what effect?
Because why not?
I mean, I love akimbo more than anyone. Guns akimbo, and even I'm like, okay, there's gotta be a limit. You gotta have rules.
Now go blast the rubble away.
Well, it's like in Dark Souls, you can dual wield shields. There's no reason to, but you can.
Will
I
they
like
let
that
me
kind of stuff
jump?
in games.
Do you think there's fall damage in this game?
Well, there shouldn't be.
Well, we'll never find out because they put an invisible wall up there, so that's...
Okay, I don't think it's invisible wall. I think there's supposed to be, like, the mirror. Not mirror, sorry. The glass that was there, there's still some left. Whoa! One of those robots got real shaky when you shot it. Oh!
New gun. Who's this?
Yeah, I'll give him something. There are a lot of weapons. Yeah, see, there's like this shattered glass. I think that's technically what was blocking you.
Sure. Well, let's find our way to that rubble pile, why don't we? Oh, it's sickening and going through staircases.
Yeah. It's fine in open areas. Yep, we're in search mode.
Searching. Yeah, I know the turret. I see the turret just fine, game.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's out here somewhere.
Yeah, the signposting and pointing towards objectives could be a lot better. Hey, look, dinosaurs are real. Yeah, I mean, they had the sense to put, like, a compass system and a mini-map in, but then they completely failed and dropped the ball in terms of, like, actually telling you where you need to go and what you need to be doing. Like, I go to mission objective, I did not acquire the fuel cell bombs.
Okay. Oh, you know what? You did go backwards. I think you started on the floor below. But
I think
don't
the fuel
blame
cell
you for
bombs
getting
are
lost
probably up here. Yeah, because we're getting closer as we go up.
Yeah. I mean, you know, having actual height marker on that objective thing would have been a fix for that.
Ugh.
There you go. Well, I'm gonna clear the sewer entrance.
On it, boss. If I don't vomit trying to go down the stairs first.
Well, what if you zoomed in and ended it? Yeah! Oh, it's just like No Man's Sky.
Now this is console FPS gaming right here.
Yeah. Though, granted, No Man's Sky, they actually did patch in an FOV slider, even on PlayStation 4.
They patched a lot of things into that game.
Yeah.
And that's why it won't appear on the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Thank you very much to all the people who have asked.
I wonder how hard it would be to get the release, like, 1.0 version of that game.
I have it.
Oh.
I straight up have it. And it does sort of work. Okay, this is where they want me to be.
Do you
presumably.
have to... Yeah.
Good call. Don't worry, I have 290 more of them.
I love the ammo count in this.
There's pinned down inside the old mall. Bust a move.
Like, it's one of those things where... Oh, well, luckily, there was health there to heal the damage you did to yourself.
I'm just gonna fucking use these.
Yeah. That's nice that you have like a
and load.
That meter to tell you how far you're throwing them when you do the charge as well.
I've reached a problem.
Yep. Oh, what? Hey, it worked.
All right. What's the new gun? Assault cannon. I think this is new.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of weapons in this, even more than I realized.
Charge shot? Wow, that's piddly. I'll just keep shooting like this, thank you very much.
Something that does bother me a little bit about the way the ammo counter works is that the
your reserves
amount,
count down in lockstep with you firing.
Yeah. Which I don't think I've seen in another game.
This is the phase plasma rifle, by the way.
What's the all fire on this, by the way?
Another rocket launcher, another grenade or rocket launcher type deal. Which I'm not going to complain about.
Mm-hmm. Oh! I do like when they go fly and they just have these weird animations they made.
Whenever someone says go flying in relation to someone getting like knocked around, I always think of the Angry Video Game Nerd XD, which is like this 12-year-old's attempt to rip off the Angry Video Game Nerd on YouTube in like 2008 or 9 or whatever. And he does an episode on Contra where he says, "This game freaking sucks!" and then proceeds to die in the first level without making any progress. And then his grand conclusion, because he has to rip off the part of the AVGN where he destroys the cartridge at the end. So the kid picks up the Contra cartridge, takes it out of his NES, and says, "Contra, go flying!" And then he throws the cartridge into a pile of laundry, and then says, "And that's how I feel about this shitty game."
Brutal.
So Contra Go Flying just lives rent-free in my brain. It's...
Yeah, it's weird because the turrets are both strong and weak in this. I feel like against the flying dropships, they're really strong.
Well, we can also take those out with an SMG. I think ultimately the turrets are kind of useless, except for the fact they're free ammo. And they have a decent AoE on their explosions, but like ultimately they're not doing anything I couldn't do with my trusty phase cannon rifle. I say as I whiff 7 shots in a row.
Yeah, that animation I love because it's way too human looking because their arms go like whoop, whoop, whoop. But I love it.
That's actually how they're stabilizing themselves in midair to prevent damage to their chassis.
Yeah.
It's actually very advanced tech, like Aibo.
Lock and load.
The original Terminator. All right, where to, game? Where would you like me to go next?
Your hand is like all your skins
chroming.
come off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck this. I have like 9 health left.
Yeah, it's still, typical of the licensed stuff of the time. I say compared to like Fugitive Hunter, this does feel like Black Ops getting the most money to work on something.
Yeah, I'd say that's accurate.
Other stuff, yeah.
Okay, here's hoping this is a better choice of weapon for this encounter. See with my 3 health left. 1 health.
2, 1.
Fuck.
Oh, and the robot went. You killed the robot at the same time.
We have 3 continues again.
Back. Yeah.
Oh, we're all good. Never mind. Everything's fine. Everything's copacetic. Yeah. No idea how the continue system is meant to work or where it delineates and decides.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what they're doing instead of a checkpoint system. which is very gamey, but like I kind of don't mind it. Like there's a lot of things where I can see why this game reviewed low, because if I looked at it from like a critical, I mean like specifically a critic eye, there's stuff I'd point as going like, oh, that's weird to have, that would look bad. But casually, it's just like, doesn't actually really hold the... Oh, sorry, that camera shot just confused me there.
Backup has arrived. No, not. Don't zoom in on his back. It's. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Because yeah, like you look at stuff like why do you have so much ammo in reserve? Why use a live system? But
Because
like,
they want you
if
to
you're
be blowing
actually
shit up
playing it-
constantly. Because they knew
Well, that's the
that their
thing, yeah.
strength was just like in the arcadiness of this.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because when you're actually playing it, it's like those things aren't bad. They're just baffling.
I will say this is getting long in the tooth. I'm ready for this
Yeah.
Future War segment to be done and dusted. I am ready to see the events of the film, or at the very least have a reprieve from this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At the very least, if it goes back and forth in the narrative of the game, and we come back to this later down the line, I'll be like, okay.
Yeah. Which again, I want to say from looking through the level select, that is how the game is. But I could be remembering that wrong. Oh,
Tell
is
me
this it? Yeah, this might be it.
God fucking willing. I mean, weird place for it. It doesn't look at all like the ones in the movie, so I'm going to assume no.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't remember if it got redesigned for Terminator 3, because I think the whole plot with 3 is technically this is not the same Skynet as Terminator 1 and 2.
Destroy the... It's a refueling station.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because that's not what that looks like, really. I mean, I guess the lights look like a landing fin.
I think I gotta use the fuel cell bombs again.
Yeah.
Going long. Great. No debris, no ash, no nothing left behind in the wake of it. Like, it's those little things that I do say detract from the presentation a bit.
Oh, yeah. It's just at the same... Oh. Hello.
Missile command.
The way it's blinking like that, it's like, oh, is that Polybius?
Press start. To quit, I guess. Fuck. Alright, select. Alright. So let's just do this now.
Yep. Yep. Fun game. Playing on controller. One of the worst ways to play it.
Oh, that's right.
I mean,
I used up
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah, your middle ones fire quicker, I believe.
How do you feel about Missile Command?
Yeah, classic. I'm not great at it, because to be really good at it, you need to be playing like with a mouse, or you can go really old school. Get a trackball, yeah.
I like games that are derivative of it more, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's definitely like... I'll go until I run out of lives, and then I'm good. Like, I never do like multiple runs in a row if I ever mess with it. Yeah.
Wow, that plane in the sky is just like when they send the hunter-killer things in the Terminator game that we're playing right now. You remember we're playing a Terminator game right now, apparently? Hey, we still lived. All right, that's enough of that. Hopefully that unlocks it. Oh, huh?
Oh. Oh. Well, I mean, he's a Terminator. I'm not surprised he can remote control the game. I guess the art there is somewhat close to what Missile Command should look like.
Indestructible,
Yeah,
built Atari tough.
Hell yeah.
That cabinet.
Well, I like to. Oh God, if only that was the case with arcade cabinets.
You remember there was a video, like one of those shitty channels that like cuts things in half to be like, let's look inside of it, and they destroyed like some like classic arcade cabinet, and people got mad. But it was like,
oh no, I didn't know that.
This was like years ago. It was a minor drama.
Yeah.
I think it was like a Donkey Kong cabinet or a Pac-Man. Something that isn't like necessarily super rare, but people were still like, there's only so many of those left in the world.
Yeah. I mean, if the preface was, hey, all the parts in this are broken and you couldn't fix this, I'd be fine with it.
I think they start the video by playing it to be like, hey, check this out. This still works. All right, get the buzzsaw.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be a fan of that. That's very also 60s how they make James Bond films, where they'll put a scene in because they're like, oh, we can just destroy a car on screen. That'd be cool. No one's seen that before. Like, that's literally why there's that whole extended scene in Goldfinger where, like, a Lincoln goes in the car crusher. It's not plot relevant. They were just like, we can do that.
This is production value, as I've come to understand it. We are playing a Terminator 3 video game where we have still not gotten to anything that has happened in the film, anything that is depicted in the movie film itself.
Oh yeah, this is all technically well, before wouldn't be the right word, but I think the flashes of the future they do show are set like after what you're doing here, technically.
Yeah, this is us getting to the time machine that sends us back to the events of the film in the 2000s. Oh, that's right, I don't have any primary ammo left. Probably switch weapons. Not the grenade launcher.
Alright. Might want to look for health if you can.
Well, if I walk out there, I'm fucked. Where'd my SMG go?
Oh, yeah, good question. That was cool.
Oh, fuck me. Come on. How was I supposed to know what was around the corner? Hey, guess what? I'm going to respawn in place, and then I'm going to immediately get fucking shot to death by that tank. So that's going to be sick. I'll just do this.
Yeah. Hey!
Hey!
Oh, yeah, that's good enough.
New stills and missile command. Well, now I have the ideal way to play missile command. Atari approved. Ugh. Maybe this is going to be a two-parter, just because they've been so fucking long.
I find the quote about Arnie talking about character models looking all boxy and stuff funny, because aside from his model, like, yeah, his model's pretty good. All these generic soldiers, on the other hand.
We need reinforcement.
Alright. Terminator's not going to help you out there.
So again, you know, if the conceit of T3, you know, if this plot wasn't complete dog shit in the movie and complete, like, you know, pissing on of the idea of no fate but what we make, which is of course like the, you know, the recurring line from 1 and 2, basically the central thesis of those films is that the future is not immutable. If this movie just didn't shit on that, you could be making the argument that, like, hey, for the humans being like, hey, we're putting our lives on the line because hopefully by changing the past, by sending this Terminator back, we are preventing this future from happening, so we won't actually be in this war. You know, it might give these humans a bit more motivation, or you might understand why they're willing to, like, why they're so dedicated to the cause here. But because this is inevitable, because this timeline, because this what is happening here is canon, I use that word dubiously since this is a video game adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, if we're to follow the logic of the movie, all these humans are dying to make this happen so they can continue to lose this war in the future. Which is so fucking depressing.
Yeah. So Genesis I didn't see, but is the plot in that the time travel rule where it's if you change time it creates a different like timeline? Is that how that movie works? Because that's the impression I got from the trailer I watched.
Yeah, it is definitely a different timeline. It is definitely its own continuity, its own stupid continuity.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing I will say about any time
I was so close to
sequels,
health, by the way.
Is I feel like that's the way to handle it. Because as much as, you know, time travel stuff, and, you know, as Sharky's saying about how, I think Sharky's mentioned about
how much they hate like, time travel. Yeah.
And yeah, it can ruin a good story. And as complicated as it makes things, like if you go by the rule of, yeah, if you time travel, you can't actually time travel, you'll just move into a timeline
where different decisions were made, where different things happened,
Yeah, because the past has already been made, so you can't travel to that. You'll travel into a universe where a version of you somehow existed in the past. Oh, fine weapon stockpile. I don't know what's up with the music panning, changing every so often.
Oh, did it actually blow up? No, did not actually blow up.
No, but remember the vision does highlight destructible stuff.
We're looking for a weapons stockpile at the moment, by the way. Because we don't have enough weapons, because we don't have enough fucking explosives where we have that rocket launcher that has 200 shots in it or whatever the fuck.
Oh.
Hey!
Oh. Okay, it's definitely not. I was thinking there for a second, is that supposed to be the playground from T2?
No, I thought it for a second too, and I'm like, no, that'd be too stupid.
I mean, look, if I was making a Terminator game, and I was like, oh, we're making a level in the far future, I feel like that's a dumb Easter egg I would put in.
Let's play all the hits from the movies.
Well, because that's a less in-your-face thing than what they did in the opening cutscene, where the Terminator was quoting T2 despite being a different Terminator.
We went this
like, that's
way.
an Easter egg that's, you know, you have to...
The real fans of the Terminator will be able to appreciate. Yeah. Those are the true T-heads. Oh, is that the guy? Are we protecting him? I guess we're doing a pretty shit job of it.
Yeah. Well, he's protecting you, because he seems fine. Honestly.
How do I get outside? How do I get to where he is?
Well, remember, there is a map. I don't know if the map would be help here, but...
Can't hurt.
Remember, you could cycle objectives on that as well. So we might need to do that to double check where the...
Did I come from that way? No, I came from this way.
Yeah.
The stair...
Yes. You use the ladder, yeah.
I think this was the passageway that they highlighted on the...
Oh, well, we're back out here. The thing is, I'm noticing that the objective... So it's not just directly pointing where the objective is, it's trying to update as you move through the level. But it's not great at it, so it is kind of janky. Oh, okay. Why was that the time you wanted to vocalize your holo-lock? You've only been doing it for an hour.
Oh, fuck.
What? Why was that so loud?
Weird positional audio.
Yeah.
Hey, does anyone have any green stuff? Oh, I see another big fuck-off tank there.
Yeah. Well, I think the objective marker wants you to go in this here. Maybe?
No,
Oh,
it wants
I'm
me
not
to
so
protect the guy, but...
Oh, health, though.
It did get us to where we need to be to get health. So that's good. But I bet, like, protect this guy just means kill every enemy.
Yeah, the way the marker is... It wasn't that bad earlier, but in this level in particular, it's just jumping all over the place.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I get why they're having the marker, you know, like, it's trying to direct you because the way the levels are built. It might have made more sense to just have it be static, considering there's a map screen.
Yeah, this is awful. Oh, is this technically an escort? It's a real first-person shooter. We have an escort section.
You click the fin in, it does say what to do.
Hey, motherfucker. Keep moving. Oh, 10 seconds.
7, 6. Great, good job, you did it.
He Bluetoothed into it. He Wi-Fi'd into it.
I'm trying to think why that was even there. Like, why make that like a separate objective if it was only 10 seconds? And
hey, they're showing off. They're showing that, hey, we can program this. Aren't we hot shit? Look at the variety of objectives in this game.
No. You kind of programmed it. Yeah, I wonder why the SMGs, they keep taking off of you. Okay, marker. No, it's pointing backwards again. Rendezvous with the TechCom attack squad. Yeah, I think you're gonna meet more soldiers and they're gonna come up with you this way.
Well, in the meantime, I'll soften their defenses.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate the marker is so fucking worthless.
Yeah. Again, I get it. Just keep it static. It would have worked a lot better. Because I don't want to be too harsh on the destructive stuff because, you know, Halo... Whoa!
I had to know.
Because, like, Halo 2, to me, is like the big first-person shooter that made that stuff, like, more viable. And that would have been after this on way more powerful hardware.
I mean, this also came out on Xbox.
Oh, yeah, but, you know, this is a multi-platform game, so they have to design the game as a whole to be PlayStation 2 skewed. I imagine this is one where the difference with the Xbox version is probably just frame rate, maybe some texture quality. Like, nothing too...
What? I didn't run out of health.
No, structural... Yeah, you might have failed an actual objective there.
Did I have to keep those goons alive? Did I have to keep those TechCom fucking nerds alive?
Yeah, because that looked more like the game over where the timer expired, where it was blowing up in the area.
Holy
you notice for those they don't. You notice for those they don't give you continue screens like to use alive. Okay, well at least we know what we're doing. I think that's why we were in this level for so long.
Brutal. Okay, weapon stockpile. That's the first objective, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's here. Nope,
Something really... Yep, there we go. Something really funny about, like, he does the quips, but he's he does them very rarely. They're only for like special occasions.
Well, because they only recorded so many, and they knew that if they just kept playing them repeatedly.
Oh yeah, no, it's smart.
Okay, where's the doofus I gotta escort? I don't think it's him.
No, no, no. I do like some of them have to get back up to do the death animation. Classic.
I think we're about to forfeit one of our continues. No, target the other enemy in the room, game. Thank you. Sick. Well, luckily we have our continues back, so as long as this jabroni with us doesn't die. Oh, tech come off.
Could the timing of that be more perfect?
Oh my fucking god. I think we did it right the first time where we went forward, killed every enemy, and then got the fucking guy.
Yeah.
I think that's what we have to do.
That does seem to be the best strat.
Because these guys are so fucking squishy that the second they have to deal with enemies... I mean, that's what the entire game has been showing us up to this point, is just how fucking worthless these guys are. How we have to do all the heavy lifting. So, fuck.
Yeah. Again, very Halo-esque in that regard. You know, I've been on a quest to kind of find Halo clones that were made for non-Xbox systems. And this one, like, it doesn't have all the, you know, it doesn't have, like, the vehicle stuff and things like that. But this might actually be close to that idea. Mace Griffin is the more obvious one. Like, it's, even the HUD looks, like, very copied. But some of the way they've, you know, like when, you know, they've got these objectives around the soldiers, they even have their little quips when you're near them.
I already used up health.
Yeah,
Shit.
which is fun to see, because a lot of the shooters at this time would have been more trying to do Medal of Honor stuff, or Call of Duty stuff around this time, at this point.
Terminated.
Okay, I think this weapon stockpile has a couple weapons, and I just have to survive the enemies in this room.
Yeah, but there is health in here.
Alright, awesome. Now let's go up, kill all the enemies, so that Lieutenant Baker doesn't get his ass killed.
Yeah. I mean, the big problem... Oh, not that way. The big problem is that game over animation that they made because it looked all cool and then completely breaks if you're not on a flat surface.
Actually, you know what? I do want to go this way.
Yeah. But it was happening mid-gameplay, so he was just getting shot the whole time, probably, and that's why he died so quick.
Probably. Yeah, this is how we came through the first time, and we saw him from a distance. So doing this, we can potentially...
Yeah.
Get a jump on.
Oh, yeah.
More than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to play these levels.
You know what? I bet until you activate him, he does not die.
Yes.
Yeah. Which, honestly, good on Black Ops for designing it that way.
This way?
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is... I don't know if it's the height necessarily, but this is still the era where escort missions were considered fun and a thing you should have in your games. Oh, extra ammo though, that's good.
Yeah, you never have enough. Let's just add it to the 300 other grenades I have shoved up my ass. Hey, whoever's shooting those rockets, aim up. Just like a little, just like 2 degrees. Maybe I should be giving them advice.
They must be using the same targeting system as you, so when they're locked on, they can't aim up and down.
Alright, does that constitute clearing that, No, because we went up a different way. Well, whatever, I'm gonna risk it anyway, because I know that I have some health I can still pick up. Okay, sir. Let's fucking go. Oh,
there we go.
There we go. Weird place to put the trigger, but sure. Oh, wait, no, I did run out of health there. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there was health left elsewhere.
Right now, I'm just trying to find a way to progress because I keep getting lost.
Yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think it's that way. It's for a different building. Yeah, that one.
Jump shot. Who needs auto aim when I can just do jump shots?
Where did your, like, repair guy go?
To hell, hopefully.
Well, no. Oh, no. Oh, there you are. You know what? That might work out anyway.
Yeah, that'll give me enough health to keep this doofus alive. Oh my god, it teleported me up! Look, we're on the top floor now.
Huh. Weird.
That's actually really advantageous for us. Don't tell the game. Don't let the game know that this actually works in our favor. Thank God they're just stationary in the air. No! There were still enemies down there. Oh!
Let me have a takeover?
Yes, please. Why doesn't he have continues? Why doesn't the TechCom officer have continues? Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright.
Oh, this level sucks.
Yeah. Again, this is the time in the industry still where they thought escort missions were fun still. Right, this is on PlayStation. Yeah.
That cubby hole on the right, there's health if you need it, so.
That's a lock on.
So now that you're playing as the Terminator, now that you're getting hands-on, how's this feeling?
Yeah, the aiming is definitely weird, and that's the thing I remember as well.
Definitely just tap L1 to snap to shit.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Hello. There we go.
Fugitive Hunter did not have objectives where that required you to keep other people alive. Superior game. Now, the game has been mostly breezy up to this point. Oh, you know what I'm just realizing now, though? Hey, what's the second half of this game going to be? When we're in the past.
Where it sucks ass? I actually barely remember because I only briefly looked at that stuff.
Who are we going to be protecting?
Oh. Well, we'll see.
John Connor and his girlfriend to be.
Yeah.
All those levels are going to be escort missions where they can die and get killed.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
They're trying to prep you for it here. They're trying to teach you the ways early in the game. Sniper cannon.
Oh, okay.
What's the reload time on this look like?
Yeah. Only 3 shots. The future sucks.
3 shots, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Yeah, so you can use this area to shoot something out of the sky. Sick. Now, and there's nothing you can do from here. You have to go around through the side passage. Or you could blow those boxes up. Probably. Whee! Sick. No, that's a strong desk. That's a sturdy desk. Ain't no IKEA construction on this.
I do want to see something, though. Yeah, pretty steady aim, though. Yeah.
And remember, you can use up and down on the D-pad to zoom in and out. And this is a sniper rifle. I'm going to assume it... Nope, that's secondary fire.
Yep. Oh, we got even more text on the screen.
Different scopes for different folks.
Yeah.
Now watch out. You only have 484 shots left in this.
Alright.
If this thing one-shot kills, like, the giant hunter-killer drone tank things... Even if it two-shots them...
I like, but okay, so you're not actually using the scope on the rifle, because
no, yeah, you're just extra zooming in your own eyes. Oh my God, there's bullet travel in this. Why? Huh?
What?
I think you are shooting into the scenery, technically.
No.
Here.
I like I'm still locking on, by the way. Like that.
Drop the op. Okay, so the travel time on bullets makes it useless for killing basic enemies who actually move around and stuff. But for slow stationary targets... Oh, that works.
I mean, yeah, it's still pretty good. You can scope with the op.
Lock and load.
Okay, I think we're good going that way.
You still need to find the weapon cache, right? Or did you do that objective? Click the right stick in.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Okay, so now you should go up, clear the way.
Yeah.
I think this is the right building for it, right?
No, I think this is just goodies. Yeah. I remember that, though. No. No,
oh,
his is...
Yep,
there.
that's it.
Yeah.
Let's clear it floor by floor. Because this doofus cannot be trusted.
Nope.
Wait, give me a second. There we go.
And yeah, like the reload on that gun in particular looks very Halo 1. Oh, excuse me.
I miss the GoldenEye days where you just duck the weapon off screen and you can assume you can fill in the blanks for yourself. Or a rocket launcher takes as long to reload as a pistol.
Lock and load.
Yeah.
I do kind of miss those levels of just like unrealism of not doggedly pursuing like how long would this take in real life or whatever.
That's fine. Yeah. I'm back, baby.
That's the Terminator's famous line. I'm back, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just the best gun. There we go, and I can get the health.
Excellent.
I agree, Arnie.
Loud bro.
Alright, now go get that guy. Jump.
Oh, I found him. Look at that.
If only there was some way to communicate with people from a distance. Some sort of device that let you talk to them and let them know the coast was clear. They could call it radio.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the way he's supposed to work here
is that he just follows you once you hit certain checkpoints. He advances. Just keep going.
Yep, I know. I'm worried if I go too far, he'll just his AI won't know what to do anymore.
I'm also gonna quick save after this objective completes.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. Let's see, what other weapons do we have? There's the SMG that they keep taking away. Oh, we got 2 rockets. Right.
Use them now, because you can't take them with you to the past.
Just for variety.
You know what I could use right now? Another one of those fucking fighting game sections just for the change of pace.
Yeah, yeah.
The pacing here is awful. Like, just no sense of breaking up the monotony. That was not a line in Black Ops' vocabulary.
Okay, you know what? If we're destroying tanks...
Yeah. Nope, circled it.
There we go.
Oh, you're using the rocket launcher for this? The sniper rifle is way more effective.
Let's see.
Incoming! That's what I'm talking about.
So that was 3 shots.
Kill them all!
Yep. What was I thinking?
Alright, get in the way. Stand in the way of these enemy shots.
Yeah. Again, if I was a critic, I'd point at that and say that's bad. Playing it casually? Nah.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Playing it casually, it's like a gift. You don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You don't look a gift rifle down the barrel.
Nope.
Target destroyed.
Look up.
One. That's 2.
We've got company!
I don't know why I had trouble looking onto that one.
Now you still have to aim in some capacity to get that health.
Oh, Brewster. Hey! And some movie stills. Well, maybe. Stills.
Do you think we will actually make it to the past at this point?
Can't get through there. It's locked.
Trust me.
Wow, really stupid T-800. These are the machines that beat the humans, by the way.
Yeah.
These are the things killing us by the millions.
If their reason is just pure numbers, that Skynet can... Oh, okay, now we're going to where the time fin is. Look.
Hey, it's almost a change of pace. They've almost created a new environment.
Take out the security system.
No problem.
just a cacophony at this point. Can you shoot the glass out? No, of course not.
That's future glass. Let's see what other weapons we got on us. See, when I see that icon in the selector, it doesn't look like a rocket launcher to me. It looks like a minigun.
Yeah, I would also use left and right on the D-pad. I think they work better for... What's this gun?
Yeah, that's why I picked it. I was like, this is new. It was called like Temp Gun?
EMP? Get that health, get that health! What's the alt fire on this?
Oh, good question, yeah. Let's see.
That looks moderately more effective.
Damn!
Oh.
Triggered the backup.
Remember what I said about this being Halo might be the influence? Plasma pistol.
Override.
No problem.
This is just a plasma pistol.
Great games steal. They're designed wholesale from other video games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm surprised this game doesn't have? Hacking minigame.
Yeah.
I guess I should be thankful because there was a hacking game in the Terminator 2 Game Boy game, I think it was. That was like a nightmare.
Oh, I guess that was a headshot.
Press X on that.
Oh, okay.
1 HP in a dream. Oh, wait.
And yeah, imagine I was saying, I'm surprised they didn't go for regenerating health, considering how much else they cribbed from Halo, yeah. I wonder if it was something they were considering, and maybe someone was like, oh, well, that's not canon. Terminator can't do that.
It could just say, like, auto-diagnostic, which is Terminator 2. It does run an auto-diagnostic and, like, go to, like, backup systems.
Oh, yeah.
Take out the repair bay.
Very effective, what you did there.
There we go.
I am getting sick of hearing these things walking around, by the way.
I hear something. It's still alive. Oh, I'm over here.
Talk about turning on a dime. I think it's that door. No, it's definitely not that way. I think one of the doors on the right is now open where it was not previously open. That or this way. Oh, they're coming out of that machine. I wonder if you can blow up that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can. This one apparently is taking longer?
If you use the sniper rifle, it'd already be blown up by now.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not destroyed yet. Okay.
You just have to look at it funny. That's what did the trick.
Oh, okay. Oh, triangle is back. No, not there. Okay, yeah, so I have to go in here. And then there was a doorway somewhere that... I think...
No, you're wrong. It was, like I was saying before, across the hallway from here, one of the doors that was previously locked is now opened up. I would just ignore what the map and stuff completely. Yeah, this room was not open previously.
Yeah.
This may not be the objective, but it is an objective. Blow this room to Kingdom Come. I would just use the grenades, actually. The grenades are pretty effective. The hydrogen ones, the nitrogen fuel cells. Oh, destroy repair bay first, it says. Oh, you can't do shit out of sequence? They didn't have the programming prowess to allow you to do things in, like, whatever order you please? Well, I guess not. I guess that is true, because we've seen this game, and we've seen the way it handles, like, objectives being done out of sequence. Alright, so fuck it. I guess go into the room on the left. Nope, nope, not that left. Forward. There.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This is the repair bay, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, I misread the map the first time then.
And now we know how they're made.
You have to power it up.
No problem.
Perfect.
You know what? The TV show How It's Made would be improved if they just immediately after watching something get built, like, you know, whatever thing it's being made get made, they just destroy it immediately afterwards. They just shoot with a rocket launcher.
Oh, you're talking about Andrew WK's Destroy, Build, Destroy.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Condition acquired.
I'm glad they have backups. Jesus, that looks bad.
Beautiful.
Can you shoot a rocket into this room from, like, the doorway, and will anything happen here? Or... Oh, the door has to be open. No, they're built Arnie tough, it looks like.
That or these are specifically just cardboard marquees they put up to trick people into thinking.
Indestructible cardboard marquees, I bet.
Oh, got a slightly different room. Okay. Oh, there's... Ah,
Now you're going to have to wait for the elevator again because you spend so much time dilly-dallying. The things in this game that lack sound effects sometimes are... Okay, now go back into that room and destroy the Jeffries tubes or whatever. No, these grenades suck. Oh, well, this doesn't really matter. No, the other grenades are the useful ones. The nitrogen cell grenades.
Ooh-wee.
Oh wait, you just press X on that thing that's yellow.
Almost there. Now find the control room and you're home free.
Understood.
So much for destroying it. Fuck. Oh, left. That room, I think, maybe? Or, no, wait. God, this minimap is so fucking bad. Oh, left here. This door. Sentries in the corners.
Take the lift to the ground level.
I don't know if this is a real monitor, guys.
Lab building.
Acknowledged.
Hey, it's future tech. You just don't understand it. Maybe give it another 20 years and... I don't think dropping down is the answer.
Nah.
It probably doesn't even let you.
Do a save state just to be sure.
Sure, go for it. Wow, I'm actually surprised. Oh my god, you couldn't even continue because you're out of bounds and they don't know how to reset your position properly. So they would just make you restart the whole level.
Well, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you had me save state. Shit. That is so mean.
Where am I supposed to go? That's the thing, though. I think I am supposed to go down that way.
Oh, there's a lift. You summoned the lift, right? So there's going to be an elevator somewhere in this room or something that will slowly descend you down. Don't just drop off the edge. Look around. Look to your left, perhaps.
I want to try something. Oh no, those are not solid. I don't think. Okay. Hang on, I had to change my CD track.
Are elevator sequences these turret sections of the beat 'em up game?
Not quite, because the whole thing with the turret section is more just to make you feel like really powerful for a brief moment. And elevator sections, I think, have the opposite.
I guess insofar as it was like an obligatory thing that every game of a certain era had in it.
Yeah. In that sense, then yeah. Where the fuck am I?
About to discover the secret of the ooze here. I guess don't walk into those red lines, into those lasers.
Excellent. Excellent. Come on, Auto Tough. Seriously, what is this room?
Oh no, one of these.
No.
Hey, switch to your sniper rifle and kill this thing in 2 shots.
Yeah.
Now don't worry, you still have continues left.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe be circle strafing here, just to be safe. Oh, don't tell me there's an actual mechanic to this fight. That you need to bait it. Run away. Run the fuck away. And also maybe look behind you. Look, if the sniper rifle didn't kill it in 2 shots, I think there needs to be something else to do
I
here.
wonder to see if you know something about its lower shots.
Yeah, I see them going through the... Yeah.
But they're
not
technically not
hitting
hitting me? Yeah. Okay.
For the love of God, find some health.
What the fuck? Oh god, I don't know if there is any health. I'll just wait here till it all blows over.
We found the Achilles heel of the sniper rifle here.
Stop moving!
We found the Achilles heel of all the weapons in this game. There we go. Alright, 1 HP in a dream. Maybe use the rocket launchers for a change of pace. See if that somehow does more. Well.
You know what? I think they might respawn that enemy if you, like... Oh, no. Well, we have a save state.
Yeah, we have this save state. Let me give this a shot.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to do that elevator section. It seemed exciting.
Yeah. Also, you don't see it... Ah, okay. If this elevator lets you come back up, there is health up there. Yeah, this bit at the start seems bullshit. I don't know how you avoid that damage. I just realized the back of this gun, I don't know what that part's called, the butt, I guess.
Yeah.
Just has 8s on it. You can only see them in certain lighting. It doesn't mean anything. See him?
Yep. It's meant to be like some sort of ammo counter, but it's all bullshit like you astutely noticed.
I wonder if that was the intent at some point, and then just at some point someone's like, yeah, we can't do that.
That's a little too on the nose with Halo.
Yeah. Oh, to be fair, Halo was stealing that from Alien.
That is true.
Or Aliens. I forget which one that gun first shows up in.
Oh, there was an invisible wall there. Did you see?
Yeah.
That I fired into.
Okay. You do have to be careful with your tread, though. The green stuff does hurt. Whatever it is. I guess it's acid then.
Radioactive waste. That can't be good.
Yeah, I don't think these things with the lasers are threats.
Makes me wonder what the fuck they are.
Magic Meows in chat speculate that it's the green stuff is Terminator piss. Like, I can't disprove it. Yeah, those flying fins, I think if you don't advance a certain amount, just keep coming. And they don't stop coming.
Nope, 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 nope. Unlock, unlock.
Yeah, there's a bit of delay with how the lock-on unlocks, I noticed.
Infiltrate lab building. Doesn't say anything about destroying that thing. I wonder.
Huh?
Nope, I can't just run past it. What a shame.
Alright, well... Is there one more life here? I'm trying
Yeah,
to...
there is. One life to lose.
I'm guessing...
Oh.
Huh? Why did you destroy so much? Weird.
Don't question it.
Like, compared to the sniper rifle, which was...
New stills, trust me. Trust me, there's new stills there. If you go back, you'll totally see them. We wouldn't pull your leg about something like this. We wouldn't josh you. I wonder if these are the stills. I wonder if these load screens are the stills.
Yeah.
Well.
Time displacement chambers on the 3rd floor, but we've still got troops stuck outside. Destroy the force wall computers before proceeding.
A69, nice.
Coolest of high scores here. Alright, more tech-based bullshit. I'm assuming it's cool that I'm destroying these things. I'm assuming there's
Well, I'm enjoying it.
Locate bridge controls to extend bridge. It's a lot of robots. Oh, look at these lights fade in and out as we go through the door.
Oh.
Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off, clap on. Alright, where do you reckon that control panel is that's going to enable and disable this shit?
Lock and
Yeah, I don't know, because the marker...
Sucks. Is worthless.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we need to go backwards.
No, this is a different direction. This is technically a new room. It's just like one of the problems with the tech-based aesthetic is that rooms kind of blend together.
Yeah, the lock on there got amazing.
Well, I was tapping the L1 button repeatedly like an asshole.
Yeah, it was great.
To make it worse, to deliberately make things harder to look at for our audience at home.
I guess these fins aren't respawning enemies anymore.
Yeah, well, I don't trust like that.
Yeah. Also, you know, I'm not entirely sure because of past it, but I'm pretty sure this is the case. The weapon swapping is definitely too slow.
No, it sucks. It's awful.
Yeah, there's a weird lag of just once you select a weapon, it still like has to think for a couple of seconds to go, oh, okay, that's what you want to do.
Fuck this. Don't worry, I've only got 520 more of these, so...
I'm really trying to figure out why the ammo counter for some stuff is this high.
I think it's because all the explosive weapons share a pool of the same ammo. So because they've tied the grenades into the same thing that powers, like, I don't know, whatever other weapons would use explosives.
Yeah. It's more just that they didn't set an arbitrary limit. Or if they did, it's a really high number. Which part of me makes me think, did they just never get around to it?
Have we seen this weapon yet, by the way?
No, this is new.
Outstanding.
Outstanding.
Activate and extend bridge, that's right.
Yeah. Again, they're not... The annoying thing is, though, they're not... They should make a bit more of a fanfare when you find new weapons. Like, sometimes it feels like they're just already in your inventory. Or if not, yeah, you probably need to go back up now. If they're not, then maybe it's just the text prompt that says, oh, you picked up a new weapon is getting overwritten by other actions, so we don't see it.
Like in a real video game, Arnie would say something like he would save the excellence and those sorts of lines for when he picks up a new weapon.
Yeah.
In the same way that like the Doom guy grimaces when he picks up a new weapon, right? You need to have like some amount of fanfare, like you said.
Yeah.
And there just isn't, so we're getting all these new weapons and we're like none the wiser.
Oh.
Nope, that's the end of that song.
I love the design of this place because in lore it's supposed to be the place that Skynet uses and it's just made for robots.
Don't worry, these guys will have more luck. Also watch their LODs fade out as they...
So what was up that turret? It only had one shot in it? Oh. That's the on-in-game model. They should have had that close to the camera.
You get to the second floor.
Oh yeah, these green ones are like
impervious.
I don't think it's you tell you what, the rocket launcher's really good against them. There you go. So I think that little like animation we saw where they were repairing the robots was supposed to be one of these green ones. I just happen to have the rocket launcher out still, so I just
wait. What if there's a system of color coding that indicates what enemies are damaged by what?
I don't know if it's damage type. I think it's just like.
I think it is. I think there's energy weapons, bullet weapons, and explosive weapons, because those are the three ammo pools.
Either it's that, or it's the literal Halo thing, where that's just how they designated like enemy rank, and that designated like how much health an enemy would have. Yeah, these things confuse me. It feels like sometimes they break really quickly, and other times they take a lot of shots.
Consistently inconsistent.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's more basic. It's just the green ones are supposed to be like elites.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Machine gun.
Okay, the game I don't know, loves to tell you when you pick up the Skynet SMGs for some reason.
That's the one weapon they really want to see you using. The most fucking worthless weapon in our inventory. Remember, we could have turned weapon auto switch on. Oh. I left it off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's where they show off the new weapons then, because just every time you find something new, it swaps to it.
What if it switched every time you picked up that SMG? Like, you want to use the SMG, right? That's why you picked it up? That's why you went out of your way to pick it up? Oh, thank God. Our collection of stills grows. I can't believe this is going to be a two-parter. I was... please let us and do this playthrough in like the most convenient way where we finish this, where the last level of this episode is us going back to the past, and then the second episode is us starting in the past.
But again, for reference, we've not got to any of the present day from the movie yet. God, this area is looking more and more inside the Death... Is it inside the Death Star in Star Wars Episode 4?
Yeah.
It's really starting to look like that now. I mean, the something I appreciate about it is just like, yeah, he's a Terminator, so he can hip-fire a sniper rifle, no problem. But, like, also, I don't know why there's even a sniper rifle in this game. It's not really how this game plays. I've only had one level where there's kind of been any distance, and even then, like, most of the weapons... Like, I'm guessing there is not bullet drop-off. I think there's a slightly different name for...
Bruce, this is it. Now, you press the use object button to unlock the door. Objective complete, door unlock. Why didn't it have voiceover for that?
They couldn't get Brewster in. He somehow demanded more money than Arnold. But, you know, like, a lot of games will have, if after a certain distance the bullet just disappears, it dissipates. I don't know if this game has that.
Look at this glass shatter effect. Seamless. Ay, ay, ay. Okay.
Skynet just loves all their fancy different doors and the way they open.
Don't mind if I do.
Excellent.
Man, Shiny Entertainment really got to skate by on this one. Yeah, make fighting game sections for us. How many are there going to be in the game? Well, in the first 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 1. Trust me, we're going to absolutely litter the back half of the game with them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's odd. I would have expected at least another one by now.
The unstoppable force meets the immovable object.
They designed me this way. I can't turn my guns. It's like if the Mancubus from Doom 2 couldn't. They didn't have the variant shot types. Nope. Careful, because your health did not like that.
Yeah, well. I liked it. It was fun.
It's really steamy in this room for some reason.
Steam power is the future. I think this is the walkway we... Yep.
Hey, look at that.
Let me just cook a grenade here, because I have a feeling we're going to need to use it.
Hello, fellow Terminators.
Is it too late to become an infiltrator to fool them into thinking that... Is anything... Oh, activated.
You know what? Not that I would want to make a new Terminator film, but the idea of making a Terminator film where, you know, the people in the present think their Terminator's been sent back to help them, and that's how the movie plays it. And then right at the end, the Terminator just shoots them.
Long con.
Yeah. Just like whatever, you know, like in-world place they were going to was more the point. I'm not saying it'd be a good movie, but it'd be really funny to do that twist.
I kind of like tossing the grenades.
Yeah.
They have such a wild AoE that is way bigger than the explosion graphic would have you think.
Oh, time displacement.
Also, I was
Again,
cooking a grenade, so let's see what happens when this cutscene ends. If I immediately toss it in front of me and kill myself.
Oh, well, there you go, yeah.
Alright, so this next level has to be the last level that takes place in this era. They can't keep doing this. We eventually have to go to the part where the movie happens, right? Right? Oh my god, yeah, just spawn us in the line of fire, you fuckers. Hold on.
Nope.
No enemy left behind.
Nope. Oh, they're popping out the floor though. Didn't have that many in reserve though, I guess. Oh, hey! That was a whole level, I guess.
I cleared the time displacement chamber. Nothing else to do there. I guess those Terminators are coming from the future to the past to fight me, to prevent me going to the past, or?
I'm in the time displacement chamber.
Outstanding.
Hey, turn off your red eyes. You're really going to freak people out with that when you go back.
No, it'd look cooler if I leave them on.
Sent back in time to kill our officers. I'm uploading that roster into your CPU. Go back and save as many as possible. But priority is saving John.
Understood.
Huh. I don't think that is a plot point in the third movie.
It's gonna be wonderful seeing you again for the first time.
What was that screaming?
I think it was supposed to be an electronic effect of some sort, but...
Oh.
All right. You need some clothes and a truck. You've got to get to LA.
What? Wait, how's she talking to us?
Yeah.
Victim's name is Allison Steve. Now Caucasian. Broken neck, but the assailant left him with a fistful of cash. Weirdest damn thing I've ever seen.
Huh?
We can't talk across time, but I've embedded mission instructions with certain triggers. You're outside LA. Bring up the list.
Oh, okay. They're trying to say that this is all pre-recorded. She did.
There, hurry, but don't kill anyone.
Ooh, that looked bad.
No, that does not make sense. It's more like she uploaded AI of herself into his brain. Alright.
I first met you outside the vet clinic. The TX was about to kill me. You've got to stop her.
Okay, that's kind of fun. Because, yeah, this, like, the perspective of the movie doesn't follow the Terminator. It follows John.
Catherine Brewster, where is John Connor?
Oh, God. I don't know if they got the likeness for that actress for this.
I mean, she's the lady who's been doing the voice acting for Brewster. Our commanding officer this entire time.
Yeah, well, I gave it a pass in the future because she's supposed to be older. But that does not look like the actress at all. I don't remember her name. She was in a season of Chuck. That's where I know her from.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I did mess with this level a little bit.
Pump shotgun.
And I love how, you know, you can get a bit closer to the windows outside. This level, I'm pretty sure, is
this
in
time of night. Yeah.
I think this is set in space. Look. See? It's in space. I told you.
The night sky is really beautiful from the ground. Oh, boy. Well, before we get to explore this wonderful environment, We're gonna have to wait a week because we've come up on 3 hours and we just made it to the part of the game where.
Oh, I hate computers.
That'd be really self-loathing behavior.
Would let me order any Turbo Man action figures.
Well, let's go ahead. Quick game. I want to see what some of the stills look like, though. I mean, I'm
Oh,
compelled.
yes. It worked so hard for them, so. Oh, movie concept art. Okay. Oh. Yeah. That's a
Sure
scene.
enough.
That's a later scene. Was that someone trying to come up with the concept of Arnold Schwarzenegger? Because he already existed. He didn't even get his look right.
Smile!
Oh yeah, that's a particular funny looking version. Yeah. That's fun. Those...
You can't zoom or move these pictures around,
Oh,
by
look,
the
look.
way.
Yeah, for Stan Winston, though.
Yep.
His little logo. That's cool.
Yeah, there's, Wait, hold on. Some of the faces in this are pretty good.
Yeah.
So if you were a really big Terminator 3 fan, you know,
Yeah.
maybe there's some value to this.
You know, yeah. You know, because, like, yeah, sometimes video game concept stuff is not that interesting. Getting behind the scenes stuff from the movie that you might not see elsewhere, like, that's cool.
Check out
God,
all these
some of these
scenes we
shots-
haven't seen in the game
Yeah.
yet because,
And some of these shots are cool, and then some of them are just, like, okay. Like, yeah, that's a good one. That's not.
Sick. I mean, spoilers for what's going to happen in the next levels of the
Yeah.
game. Yeah. Cool. Really good compositing here. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's just a zoomed in version of this?
Wait, it is!
That's a fucking cheat, isn't it?
I wonder if it's literally in the movie, there's like the camera pans in, so they are technically do two different shots.
By the way, you can't scroll from this zoomed in view. I can't press left, right, or do anything here, so I have to zoom in and out and in and out.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say, looking at those shots in the movie, because they show a bit of what like the Skynet looks like, it does look like those last future levels were kind of meant to be futuristic interpretations of those parts from the movie. It's kind of a neat idea.
That's a very detailed gun.
That is. I mean, I love to see that. I love to see when someone like really tries to think how something would work in universe. Even if this stuff doesn't really come up in game.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
people
this is-
cared about this product.
Yeah.
It wasn't for lack of care or effort on Black Ops' part. It was just lack of like understanding of gameplay momentum and player exhaustion. I mean, like legitimately, that's what it is. That's what it comes down to. Is just like, you know, they technically like were sound enough in most parts, barring like, you know, bugs that happen.
Yeah.
Their production and quality was, you know, acceptable for the time. In the shooting, like as I didn't already say, it was fine. The problem is just like understanding when shit gets old.
Yeah.
And then also trying to do things that they shouldn't have done, like incorporating fighting game stuff into FPSs, like being those jacks of both trades and mastering neither of them. I guess it's good that they brought in Shiny to do the fighting in this one, but then it didn't fucking do anything with it.
It does make sense for the movie, because the Terminator encounters in the movie are very physical. They're not really about guns. And the thing I remember from previews I read, at least, where they were supposed to have a lot of destructible environments in those segments. We didn't really see that yet. Maybe next week. Maybe the future. Maybe that's a fate we can make for ourselves.
Potentially. Poetically. On that note, Folks! Oh, why are we... There we go.
Hey, hello.
Folks, thanks for tuning in to this first episode of Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, the playthrough. I, again, really thought this was going to be done in one, but I guess this is going to be a two-parter. But at least it's a clean break. At least it took us 2.5 hours to get to the halfway point or what have you, so... Yeah, I'm looking forward, believe it or not, to the back half of the game to see if it's designed any differently, to see if like the design philosophy with the more primitive weapons of our modern era.
Yeah, and having specific movie set piece parts to try and recreate.
And generally just like, what are the enemies gonna be? Just that lady, right? Unless they invent like new people to shoot, new robots getting sent back. So,
do you think they're gonna do the you can't shoot lethally thing?
Yeah, you gotta go for leg shots and stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
they could very well do that. And then by the time you're getting to like the end of the movie, there are like other robots and stuff to consider. So, and there's also the graveyard shootout, the coffin. So you're gonna have to shoot all the cops there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I can predict probably how it's gonna go, and I think it might do better in the back half is my sneaking suspicion, is my optimistic hope. Time will tell on that count, of course. So for now, let's go ahead and take a look at the stream schedule. Tomorrow you're not streaming because it is 1 July 4th and 2 you are busy.
Yeah, I've got a huge July 4th celebration.
Hot dogs and hamburgers, me oh my. And scones and tea, too. That's how you do it over there, I reckon.
Ooh. Yeah.
Saturday, first Kart Racers episode 13. We're finally getting into that Wii stuff. It's the episode I've been dreading. The era of Kart Racer I have been dreading. Monday, as per usual, is our casual Monday slot where we play games that are not so bad. And Tuesday will be the return of Contra Rogue Core. Tarky and Sid, episode 4 of that. Hopefully working towards some sort of conclusion there because, by God, the amount of recycled content in that game has been obscene. If you like what you saw here tonight, consider joining the Discord server, discord.gg/bghof, a community of connoisseurs talking shop, bad games, et al. We have a bad game club. What is the bad game club pick for this month? All right, we haven't determined it yet. People are voting on it in the spirit of freedom.
Yeah, that'll probably be hashed out if tomorrow, if not the weekend. But we do have some cool suggestions. But there's still time if you want to throw any in, and I'll look through them and we'll discuss that tomorrow.
Very good. And we have regular-ish hangouts in there as well, if I didn't already mention that. Yeah, it's the place to be if you are a bad game connoisseur, if you want to chat with us, make your voice heard in some way or another. But the best way to have your voice heard, if you really like the show, really want to help us out, please to consider supporting us financially. Pledging on Patreon, subscribing on Twitch, becoming a member on YouTube, any or all of the above will grant you access on the Discord server to our Patreon Saints channel, wherein you can vote in polls for upcoming games. Polls like the one that determined we played Demolition Man for the 3DO and then this, Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. You can make suggestions in that channel, gain access to exclusive content, all sorts of fucking perks up and down, and we'd certainly appreciate it because it helps keep this goofy show going. Barring that, if you're unable to financially support us at this current juncture, we completely understand. If you're still looking for a way to support the show, might we suggest suggesting videos from our suggested viewing playlist over on our YouTube channel? It's a playlist of 20 handpicked episodes. One of the first things you'll see if you go to our YouTube channel, and you can share those videos. We think they make for good onboarding, so they're some of the best ones to share with folk that you may know that might be interested in this bad games gimmick that we do here. Or maybe someone who's a big Terminator 3 fan. Just that movie. They haven't watched 1, 2, any of the ones afterwards. It's the first and last they saw. They're very keen on it. And then maybe they'll appreciate this game. Maybe that's the target demo for Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines for PlayStation 2 and Xbox and et al. We leave it to your discretion, dear viewer. Who's streaming? figure it out. Let's see. Well, I got another movie tie-in game for you. It's one that we've covered on the show before as well. It's Bram Stoker's Dracula for the Sega CD, being played currently by Lord BBH. So we will send folk that away. Let them know we sent you. Let them know that the movie tie-in games never die. I guess they have died now. I guess by this point they have died. It's all mobile glut now, so I guess they don't make games like this anymore. For better and for worse.
Yeah.
All right, I think we'll get that underway, and that'll do it for our show tonight. That'll do it for the Bad Game Hall of Fame. I have been Combat Model Cassidy.
I'm the Poppy Poop. Yeah. Nah, I fucked it up. I was going to say I was the Party Pooper.
It's tough. Try saying it 3 times fast.
I said Poppy Pooper.
I'm a potty pooper, personally.
I'm the Poppy Pooper. Johnny Baghead.
Very good. No fape of what we make, etc., etc. We'll be back. Whatever other Terminator lines are appropriate for the end of a video. Bye!
See ya.